All right. Hello, everybody. How you doing? It's another day, people. It's Wednesday. How is the weather over there? Welcome, everybody, wherever you're listening to the show right now. My name is Benuril. I am one and only coconut head uncle. And I'm back with my wahala. And of course, with me in the studio today is my baby girl, Simbi. And we're gonna dissect some issue right here. Those issues that we don't want to talk about in our Nigerian settings. Let us say African setting generally. May God help us. I see you, Good Tide, Comfort, Adagri. Let me check. Comfort is definitely number one here. Oh, surprisingly, Simbi is number one today. All right, Comfort, how you doing? Peter, Joseph, Messi Kendra. I love that name. Sounds so sweet. And of course, Rita, you are using your husband's phone again. Leave my brother phone alone. Women, make una stay with my phone. Leave my brother phone alone. Oh, Karen, how you doing? Victoria, Mayaki, everybody, how are you doing? So today we're going to talk about this very important topic. I know we like to avoid talking about this topic as Africans. We run away from discussing stuff like this because we will say, you can't talk like that in public. Oh, Tifa, what's up? We will say you can't talk like that in public. Yeah, no. This is something we discuss in the bedroom. But here we are. We go to Africa right now. I think I saw a research. I don't know whoever conducted that research. They actually conducted the research in Nigeria, and they were like, in every 4 children, 1 is not the biological sons of daughter of husbands in Nigeria. And I'm like, wait, Kilo Day, where are we going with this? But it's now becoming obvious that a lot of sisters are stepping out on their husband. May God forgive my gender. Give me a second, guys. So, latest event has shown that a lot of women are stepping out on their husbands and a lot of husbands are stepping out on their wives. And I even got a video. That video was sent to me by my own sister, CC, my soft life sister. She sent that video to me. I think it's from a movie, but I kind of see what's going on there. Let me see if I can find that video. I will play it so you guys can also witness it before we dive into this discussion. Please, I want everybody to be open. Feel free to share your opinion. These are issues that are very worrisome. We have too much going on in our marriages these days, and the earlier we start to address these issues, the better for everybody. Do not say, it no concern me. If it doesn't concern you, it might probably concern your brother or your sister. I think many of us right now, we definitely have a friend who confided in us and tell us that, hey, look, my husband is not doing his job in the bedroom. And we that we are men, sometimes we have friends that also confide in us and say, oh, I'm not even attracted to my wife anymore. I don't know what is going on. So I want you guys to take a listen. Hey, welcome, Sissy. I'm gonna share the link early today because this is more than me, and I'm gonna need my sisters, TC, Simbi, everybody who can hop in, because I will share some tips that can help your husband to boost his sexual performances. I will share those tips from men perspective, so I'm gonna expect our sisters to help me share some of the tips on what women should do in order to make their man enjoy Kiriwa. So this is going to be a very educative one, and I encourage you to send this live show to anyone you know might be experiencing the same thing. First, let us hear this video right here. Take a listen, guys.
If I'm to score you, I will give you 0.1/10. That's a big F9. Yes. I mean, I cannot continue to sleep with a man who cannot make me calm. Like, you really need to up your game. Like, seriously. It's becoming too annoying. I mean, there's a way you touch me now, and you just try and locate my G-spot. It's not by you hitting me.
This lady sounds like my Sissy. This is what Sissy has been complaining about. Sissy has made it know that no man should be doing Sissy, we don't go agree. We go do wow.
No! You're not in the world front! Oh, that's not how sex is done. Just try and locate my G-spot. Do it calmly and but just do something so romantic, you see how I'll be squirting up and down. Just do it like a vibrator.
What? What did you say?
Lord of Jesus. Did I hear what she just said? Please help me. Did she just mention vibrator? Abi, make I clean my ear well first. If I say I don't hear that part well, let me clean my hair. I clean my hair well. Did she just say vibrating? Wow. Hey, I talk now. While good do. Hey, Olivia, welcome, my sister. How you doing?
Mention of vibrator?
No, never. That was a slip of tongue. What I'm trying to say is that you should just up your game, baby. Just up your game, and then make me look feel like a great woman that I am.
It's okay. It's okay. I've heard you.
Okay.
I will make it up to you. Okay.
All right, baby.
Yeah. So the important thing is you making me know those G spots. So at least let me.
All right, Sissy.
Play with them. Okay. I promise you. You start conversation. Okay.
Hey. So let me just update you guys real quick on what's going on. So this lady is complaining that the husband is not making her happy in bedroom. She said the husband is just a 2 minutes man, and the husband is not locating her G spots. Hey, Obiri. She said the husband is not locating her G spot. The husband should do this way, do that way. She's complaining that it's not every time the husband get there, he's just go on doing pa. All right. So the husband now did what at least a responsible man would do. He said, all right, baby, I'm going to work on this. And right now, what you're watching on the screen is the husband making efforts. I need you to pay attention here because now where the bass boats go start today be this. My gender is making effort right now. He's exercising in his bedroom, which is mistake number one. But then take a listen, guys.
Harry.
Yes, love.
What is going on with you?
You will not understand.
What's this exercise for?
You will not understand.
She
You know, it's always complaints. You
won't
don't
understand.
come whenever we get love. So this is waist exercise. Yeah? After I'm done with it, it will make my body very flexible. And you must come, baby. You must come just to relax. Oh. There are some people now. Let me see why you will not come. 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 Oh! I want to make you come. I want to make you come. I want to make you come. Come on, relax. Open it.
What's the meaning of what? What's wrong with you?
Stella.
Huh? Are you dog doing?
What sort of rubbish question is that? For God's sake, how can I be making love to you and you slept off? Huh? What type of human being are you?
Guys, did you get that? Did you guys caught that? He was making effort after exercise and everything, and this lady just she just fell asleep. Now the husband is complaining, and she said, "Are you done?" Hey, we need to teach our gender something. So we need to teach both men and women some bedmatic tips. So you guys better be ready to do, because as far as you ladies are coming for my gender, I'm also coming for your gender. As you can see right now, this woman don't they provoke me already, Seb. You don't even give my brother any credit. Eh? Okay.
That's because I know you can never make me come. Yes. So what's the need wasting time expecting you to make me come? Remember. Oh, expecting you to make me come is like someone waiting for the ship to land at the airport.
You are very stupid. I said you are stupid. Wait. In fact, do you realize that your private part is dead? And in fact, you need to see the doctor immediately. First thing tomorrow morning.
It is your manhood that is dead, and not my sweet honey pot. It is your manhood that is dead. Not you will be the one to go and see the doctor first thing tomorrow morning, and not me.
Hey.
Rubbish. Nonsense. You have to make somebody go be disturbing my life.
I am finished. What type of person is this?
Hey.
It's okay. I'm sorry. Come, let me make you come, okay? Come.
Don't touch me again. Your hands are so irritating. Oh, don't touch me.
This man don't suffer. This man don't suffer.
I'm finished. Hey, Harry. What are
This issue is simple. My wife here gave birth to our baby.
So
I'm okay.
now that is the first situation between the first couple. We've all seen what went down there, and I'm gonna start asking questions. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to rub mind here. This is why we're gonna have another segment we called Roundtable. Okay, we will start with single mom issues, but right now we're gonna start rubbing mind on these issues. So, for the first couple, the wife complained that the man is not satisfying her in the bedroom. And the man actually did the laziest exercise I've seen so far. And yet, when he went back for the game, he's not doing what she expected. and then she failed to communicate properly. So while a day, this thing goes both ways. I've seen so many issues around those couple already, and I believe that you guys also notice what's going on. Now, listening to the second couple here.
Oh, beautiful. The doctor now said, in terms of sex, avoid her for 3 months so that her body can come back together. I said, no problem. But according to research, a man must make love 21 times in a month to avoid prostate cancer. Google it, it's everywhere. I'm not cooking it up. And I got myself a side chick for 1 month. When the 3 months, the doctor gave us elapsed, I said, okay, side chick, to your turn to Israel. Go. Let me focus on my wife and my home. But as we were making love, I'm just ashamed of myself. I don't know how to say this. But we're not a baby. Let me say it the way it is. As we were making love, I discovered that my wife's private part is now as wide and big as a pleasure. Slippery and watery.
Please, guys, I need you to also pay attention to what's going on here. I know it sounds hilarious, but these are some of the biggest issues we are having in a lot of relationships these days. And this particular point the man is making here, I'll revisit this part where we are talking about sex toys and some of the disadvantages that comes with it. So please pay attention.
And I called my wife, listen, I'm not abusing you, but I'm no longer enjoying this and I cannot end it. This is marriage. Let's give it more time or call the doctor or use an. There must be a way out because this is not control. It doesn't work for me. You know what my wife did? She jumped into using sex toys.
Okay.
If you see the size of cucumbers in my house, you will hit me. If you see vibrator, especially the pink one, what's the name of the other one that they use? All kind of sex toys you will see them in the house, including Libido.
Okay. I hope you guys are
crowned with all of that. After making love, she went ahead and started using the pink vibrator on our matrimonial bed. Is that what I'm supposed to be seeing?
all right, Sisi. In fact, I'm gonna share the link before I start diving into all this, because this one is two-way conversation. I don't want it to seem like, oh, Okube, you are doing brotherhood. No, I'm sharing the link right now. So sisters, brothers, you are free to hop in and let us rub mind together on the issues going on here. This second couple, you've heard the husband complaining already, and the husband is making a very valid point. He said, because the wife felt that she's not deriving pleasure, the wife now has all kinds of sex toys in the house. And how do the therapist they are speaking to right now expect him to feel when his wife is actually using those tools right in his face, in his matrimonial bed? Remember, this is an African man. And I know a lot of sisters right now that are married to African men. Whether you want to accept it or not, that is open to discussion. But there are certain things that African men cannot take. Some things comes up as insult. Some comes up as showing the man that he's not man enough. In the case of this brother, I don't know if you caught the point where he's saying that he had a side chick. And because of the fact that the wife body is not the same, he's not enjoying Kiriwa with the wife. The wife also claims he doesn't enjoy it. That actually satisfies him. So I guess they're trying to work out the issues in their marriages. That's why they are talking to a therapist right now. But pay attention to his complaints. Please, men are human and women are human. As much as women desire satisfaction in the bedroom, so also are men. It goes both ways. Sometimes I used to crack a joke whenever topics like this comes up, and I would say, hey, when we are in the bedroom, all of us they hustle. Let me hustle for my own come, and then you make you hustle for your own come. Everybody will laugh. But I'm just saying that to drive home the point that you also need to examine your man, ask questions, talk to your man, and ask, are you satisfied? Are you okay? How am I doing? Because when you guys have been married for the longest, you are no longer brand new couples. At a point, you guys might have almost done everything doable in bedroom. And men need motivation. As a woman, you have to motivate your husband. And as a man, you got to put in the work to deliver your constituency to make sure your wife derives pleasure from the bedroom activity. So let's go on.
Is that life?
Madam, you see what is paining me? It's the fact that he's so proud to say he got his side chick. This man stopped touching me. I didn't want to cheat on my husband. I had to get sex toys to ease myself. Am I not a good woman? Is he not supposed to tell me thank you? Emeka, you are so shameless. You are shameless.
Please pay attention to her defense. She said, I don't want to cheat on my husband. That is why I get the toys. Which for me, she has a very valid excuse for doing what she did. But there is a gap. Something is missing between them. Hopefully we can figure that out.
Man, you are a shameless man.
Because your performance in bed is very poor.
All right. That's the first video. I've shared the link for those who want to come in, and I'm still going to go ahead and explain what causes low libido in men, as well we can look at what causes the same thing in women and how we can fix it. But first, let me come to you, Simbi. The link is in the chat for those who want to hop in. So, Simbi, over to you. From the first couple situation, what do you think is going on there?
First of all, the man is not skilled, and then the lady is not communicating well. She's just complaining. She's not saying exactly what she wants him to do to her. She's not, making him understand that the pounding is not enough, but maybe she probably wants foreplay. So
you mentioned pounding, Sissy kicked against pounding.
Yes, it's boring and it's sometimes painful. So most women, let me not say all, most women don't enjoy it. So what I see there is a man who is willing to, I'm still with my sisterhood though. What I see there is a man who is willing to actually satisfy his woman, but he's confused because she's not communicating well. And then that exercise was not necessary. I think that was just comic relief. It was not necessary at all. So he should have asked her, what exactly do you want? And then this is also, he's also like, he lacks skills. Like, the foreplay is missing. He just wants to enter like that. He's thinking he doesn't understand. That's where the problem is. He doesn't understand what she's asking him to do, and she's not even trying to communicate properly. She's not trying to say, okay, this is what I want. She just shouting, locate my G-spot. And to you too, don't you know your body? What do you want? Yes, what do you want? Why don't you tell him, my husband, though, this is what I want. This is exactly what I want you to do to me. This is how I want it. She's just complaining. I kind of feel like she, as much as I understand that frustration. Why are you complaining if you are not going to say exactly what you want? That doesn't make any sense. Tell him, this is what I want. It is when you tell him what you want and he doesn't deliver, that's when you can now start complaining. But for now, I think she should not complain because you're not saying anything. Now the man is thinking that he needs to be, exercise and then continue pounding. I think that's what is in his head. Foreplay is not in his head. And yes, judging from the exercise and all of that, you don't need exercise to touch a woman in a certain way that will make her scream your name. You don't need exercise for all of that. You can just be relaxed and you're making your woman come. So the guy obviously did not get the message and she did not communicate well. So both of them are confused. They need someone to actually tell them what the problem is.
All right. Thank you. Simbi. Hey, Sister Chinye. Welcome, Mama. How you doing, my sister? All right, Simbi, on the second couple, the one who were talking to the therapist, what's your take on that one?
That one a serious matter.
How?
Oh my God. The lady does not want to cheat on her husband, so she got, pleasure toys. And the man does not like the fact that she's replacing him with toys. But then she's saying she doesn't want to cheat. That's why she had them. So in that case, I think their own is, man, could it be that the thing is small? Because I think when ladies opt for toys sometimes it's because maybe the thing is small. Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah, that's what's coming to my head. Or maybe it's just big for nothing. Big, sabi use that kind of thing.
Really? Okay, let me show you something right now. Women, we do lawyer. Let me show you something. Look at this. You see all these instruments on my screen right now?
Okay.
For Christ's sake. Just imagine. How do you expect a man to satisfy his woman after she has gone through all this weapon of massive destruction? Let's be honest.
Well, if he was doing his job properly, I don't think she would need to go through all of this. He wasn't doing well, so she kind of felt, okay, this is the next best thing. And all these things, sometimes the pace and the speed is usually faster than it's faster than it's faster than the man. Not all men have, that kind of speed.
Okay, now you're talking. We're gonna come back to that. I just wanted to show you real quick to let you know that I actually do my research and we have to address many of these things the way it affects us. Everything has both advantages and disadvantages when it comes to relationship, marriage, and especially when it comes to bedroom activity. It's like, are you familiar with Abraham Maslow's theory?
No.
Oh, you never came across Abraham Maslow's theory, the theory of needs, where Abraham Maslow arranged human needs on a hierarchy and says that human needs are from basic to the most highest or the higher needs. And according to Maslow, when a need is satisfied, that need is no longer motivating. So human will desire the next level of needs. The same thing is applicable to Kerewa.
You cannot satisfy human wants now, definitely. Everyone knows that.
So the same thing is applicable to Kerewa. Now, if you are married to a husband, and let's say you guys are having Kerewa maybe twice a week, and it's fun, it's good, everybody is okay, then because you guys have enough time on your hands, you increase the frequency to, let's say, 5 times in a week. Imagine having Kerewa 5 times in a week. And then after a month or two, or let's say probably 3 months, as a man, I'm going to be honest with you, your man will get bored. He will be bored 5 times a week, 3 months. Just give him 90 days. Any man can come here and tell me he won't be bored, though. I agree, it's not everybody. But many of our men, my brotherhood, they will get tired of eating that same food frequently, all the time. And then...
Only if you don't spice it up now.
You say what?
What if the lady is spicing it up, and what if the man is also getting creative? Will they still get bored?
My dear, if you are having kiriwa 5 times a week, 4 times a week with the same person, consistently, 90 days top, the man may not tell you that he's bored, but he's already bored. I'm telling you that secret now. You like rice, right? You eat rice very well.
Yes.
When you eat rice every day for 5 days, what happened to your taste bud? What happened to your cravings? We used to be craving it like the way it was the first, second day that you started eating the rice. No, it's the same thing. You see, all these things, we just fail to realize that sometimes when you get kiriwa all the time, sometimes you guys have to slow down. You have to slow down so that your body can reset. When CC comes, I think CC will speak on that. But now, let me take some comments and then we'll move on to how to solve the issue of low libido. But first, we need to know what causes low libido. Because sometimes, I remember the last time my brother MOP was here, and I mentioned the story of a man that says his wife is actually talking to people saying he's impotent, they get up, nothing, and he wasn't bothered because he has a side chick. In fact, he said he has 2. And that whenever he goes to his side chick, he's fire for fire. So even why the wife is complaining at home, because according to him, he's no longer motivated. Even when they did together, the madam hold the trumpet to try to blow him everything. He's just not there with her. Are you
emotionally disconnected? Yes.
Disconnected. He's just there in the marriage just to bear that mister. Yeah. He's having fun outside. So all these things, we have to consider all of them. So, but I'll take a couple of comments and then I will now go to what causes low libido. So I need to say, is it okay? Is it as if she didn't tell him what she wants? The mistake she did is that she's supposed to tell him those methods he needs to boost his libido. See, let me do a little bit healthcare worker here. Libido is a different topic. Techniques is another topic. Synergy is another thing. If you don't have that chemistry, it's another thing. So there are so many factors that can impact how a man or woman derive pleasure during kiriwa. Like some men, when they accuse some men that, oh, maybe he has ED. Most time it's not ED. He might have low libido, or he might just be tired. Maybe he's no longer attracted to the woman. But there is no problem communication cannot solve. It is when we assume. There are some women, we just assume maybe the moment the husband is not all over her the way it used to be, she will just assume that, oh, he's cheating. No, there are so many factors to consider. So I will go there shortly. Let me see what Sister Ashie say here, my professor. Okay. Sister Ashie, I hope you have caught on. Yeah, Sister Ashie said the man was actually trying and really wanted to please his wife. She was very disrespectful and did not try to walk her husband through it, as he actually loves her and wanted to please her. Thank you, Sister Chinye. You see, that's why I like to have matured people come in and help us shine some light on these topics. All right, let us quickly look at what are the factors that can lead to low libido. Are we together?
Yes, Uncle Ben.
So if I ask you right now, what do you think are some of those factors that are responsible for low libido? Let's see how much research you've done. As a single lady, as a single lady, tell me how many research you've conducted so far. So what do you think is responsible for low libido? Let's start it from there first.
One, illness.
One.
Illness is a factor, yes. Then poor diet. When you're eating just junks and you're not taking enough fruit, because fruits, I think, play a major factor when it comes to our general well-being, our body. They fight diseases. So if you have poor diet, that will also lead to your having low libido. And then if the person you are with, your partner, is a dirty person, like body odor, mouth odor, that can make you not want to have sex. It can reduce your appetite for sex.
Yes,
I think that is a major factor too. And then another thing is some people might not think that this happens, but if the person you are with does not respect and value you, I think that's also a factor. Can you imagine your spouse talking down on you? You wouldn't want to have sex with someone who is disrespecting you, especially if it's a man. If you notice that his wife is just, man, this woman doesn't respect me. She's not putting me in my place. I mean, she's not giving me the due respect I deserve. He might not want to have sex with her. I've heard a lot of men say, that woman should not get respect. I don't go meet my side chick. That one, the way she they talk to me, the way she they press my back, the way she they massage me, little things. And sometimes this side chick, they pay attention to details because they don't have any other thing that is bothering them. To be fair, they're not thinking about dirty dishes, dirty laundry, crying babies, school fees, and all of that. Basically, things that married women actually worry about. Side chicks don't have that time. The funny thing is,
side chicks are not responsible for anything. They are not the one taking care of children. They are not the one taking care of the house. They don't do nothing. They are just there to satisfy the man to collect money.
Yes, and that is why they can notice a pimple on your face that your wife did not notice. They'll be like, that's your wife, Can you imagine? So she wants to tell me that she didn't notice this pimple. Don't worry, babe. I got you. I have something to give you. You see, all these things, she doesn't really love you. She's just trying to, get a lot from you, and she is a means to an end.
Abby?
Your wife is stressed out and busy, so she's not seeing the pimples, not because she doesn't care.
Yeah.
So there are lots of factors. Okay,
many factors. Thank you, Simbi. Hey, honey babe. All right, the teachers are landing, and then my own Misty, my one and only lawyer. Oh no, I still have my D.O. D is still there, my lawyer too. Hey, Sister Misty, how you doing? Welcome. All right, Sister Olivia, thank you for joining us. Thank you. God bless you. At least I like to have fair discussion with my sisters. Sister Olivia is here, married for 12 years, probably with a lot of experience on how this thing they happen. Welcome, Sister Olivia. How are you doing?
Hello, Bob, and hello, everyone on the live. Can you hear me?
Yes, my sister, we can hear you.
Over here.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you? Thank you so much.
I'm fine.
Bob,
welcome.
Thank you, my dear. Today's topic, anyway. Okay.
Sister Olivia, wait, are you seeing what Sister Chinye? Oh God, Chinye said men need to be patient with the body of their wives, especially when they have pushed the big ass heads of your children through her kwekus. The woman could be doing some kegel exercise to help. Sister Chinye, not be me talk All right, Sister Olivia. Let's start with the video. The two couples. What do you think is wrong with the first couple? You saw the video, right?
Yes, I did see both videos.
Okay.
First couple, I think their main problem is communication with the first one.
Yeah.
If I was what I saw on that video, the lady was complaining that she's not getting it the way she wants, and then the guy went and started exercising, right? But if I ask you, I'm not getting it the way I want, there should be a follow-up questioning, and it should be, what do you want, or what do you think I should do? You just don't assume. So women that they don't like to they like there's a way they think, like they have this I don't know how to explain it. They like to do.
There's a way women are wired.
Yes, they like to be kind of romance, pets, and all that, those kind of. So what she was expecting, okay, what do you want? But another thing is that her mode of communication was also poor. I think it was maybe mainly out of frustration. The last part of the video, after he had exercised and came back to perform, and the woman was still not, getting what she wanted, then she became very, very frustrated. But like in marriage, I believe everything, like you rightly said, Bro Ben, there's nothing that communication cannot solve. Even if it's an impossible, we'll communicate, then we'll know that, okay, there's a problem here, then we begin to, really look into it if it's a real problem. So what I wanted the man to do was, okay, when she was, saying it, with a calm tone the first time, he was supposed to ask, okay, how do you have an idea what I should do?
Exactly.
On the other hand, she may actually not know, because some women can be actually very ignorant. So she may actually not know. Then if in a case where she doesn't know, then they now say, okay, why don't we take it easy? Let's start figuring it out together. That's what I think for that's the first couple.
Yeah. How about the second couple?
The second couple, the guy, I heard where the lady was saying that the guy stopped touching her. So why, the point is, why did her husband stop touching her? I mean, I think it, like you guys that, Auntie B and everybody, we would normally say that is abuse for you to also deprive your partner of, conjugal duties. So why would you stop? And then when she now takes up the toy, then he starts complaining. Yes, I understand where you say that men have the ego, especially Igbo men. Auntie B will always say that Nigerian men, not Igbo men, sorry, like Nigerian men in general, African men, let me just put it, African men, they have a very big ego. And Igbo man may not care if you're using a toy in front of him. I don't know, I've not dated one or married one before, but I think they may not care. But what the woman would have done, she would have used her thing discreetly instead of using it in front of him, just to accord him that respect. If we are to be in her shoes, though. But then again, why did he stop, doing anything with her? And again, another thing I want to touch is that you showed different pictures of different S toys. There are of toys that are not penetrative. Those ones actually So the big ones that he said that is widening everywhere is probably the one they call dildo. Those ones are very exaggerated.
She said probably the one they call dildo.
You see them. And maybe it's the one the wife is. There are other ones that are, even these ones that you kept here. They're not they are all the ones that look like rose, the ones that look like tongue, all those other ones that can even fancy. Some even look like lipstick. Ladies on the comment section, I know you know all those, like at least you see.
Sister Olivia, make I make you laugh. There was one time, here in America, our American sisters, they are very free,
Yeah.
All this topic is not a big deal for them. So one time we were at work. So one of my colleague, it was my former working place. When I started working as a nurse, so she's a very friendly lady, fun. So 3 of them, they ordered this thing. And then I don't know whatever problem they were having. So they brought it to work. I guess maybe one of them, the one they delivered to her is not the one she ordered. So while they were in the med room, they were now opening it, and then I just walked in there to take some med. And then I saw it. May God forgive me. I literally didn't know that what I was staring at is this DD. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I was just looking at which kind of thing be this one? It's not food that they take this one cook or something. Then one of them asked me, he said, "Hey Ben, come on, you're a man. What do you think? The black or the white?" Now that time now I go look and say, this thing is
those ones, they don't look good at all in the eyes.
The thing was, in my estimate, that thing go almost reach like maybe 10 or 12 inches. Very big black. Say, God damn it. Immediately now, African man. Now I just laugh. I don't come up quick. I say, yeah, they won't go by me. Wait till be this one. No, not going to put me for trouble. But I think for like almost a week, anytime I see them, the image will just come back to me. I will just remember the image like
the image.
Then in my head, I start imagining how they go there when this kind of heavy thing they go inside. Oh, God forgive me. God forgive me. So you see, the thing is this, I'm gonna be let me be honest here. Okay? Let me be vulnerable here. As an African man, I don't buy into the idea of all these extra tools. Like, I don't lie to you. And as a man, I can tell you right now, although I can change, somebody can change my mind somehow, but it will take a while. If, let's say, for instance, I'm married to a woman that buy one of all these instruments, the day I notice say you get them, that is the day all the affection that I have will die. Just to be honest. So I get it when the second couple, when the man was complaining that, what is this in my own matrimonial bed?
But why was he not doing his work? Can't we address that part?
Sister Olivia, that is why we're having this conversation now, so we can learn. You see, many of our African brothers and sisters, we don't have the right conversation. We don't engage in the right conversation. Let me say, maybe we are so much engrossed in complaining and whining. Women have problem, she will be whining and complaining, not thinking about the solution. A man is having issue with the wife, he'll be whining and complaining, not thinking about the solution. I don't know if you get me now.
Yeah.
We don't use our words. Like MOP will say, there are times we are supposed to use our words. We don't use our words. We are just mumbling, grumbling around the house, thinking that my partner should know. My partner should act this way. My partner should have, and it doesn't work like that. We are not the same. If you don't talk, how do you expect somebody to know what you really want?
Uncle Ben.
Yes,
one
my
quick
dear.
question, please. What if it's a religion problem? What if maybe either the man or the woman is extremely religious, and what you're trying to communicate to your partner is sounding like you are going to commit sin or stuff like that? You know how extremely religious people are. For example, now maybe she wants a certain thing in the bedroom and is like, Lord of Jesus, I can't do this. And she's also saying, Lord of Jesus, I can't do this. There are some couples that believe that it's just missionary. After missionary, any other thing is a sin.
Then
So
they
that
should
is also a factor.
my dear, if that's the case, they shouldn't be complaining about satisfaction.
No. The first
No,
the
one
second
person wants it. That's my point. One person wants to go, all the way, and the other person is thinking that the other person is being carnal by wanting a certain kind of, having a certain kind of fantasy or desire in the bedroom. That's my point.
Okay, this is still where communication counts. This is still something they have to talk about. And that's why we are treating this topic now. We have too much trouble in our African community. These things are real. Let's not just look at it like, oh, maybe it's just a show. It's not just a show. Thank God, the channel that I'm airing this right now is not monetized. Okay? So these things are real. People are really facing this problem. If you can't talk, if you can't call your partner, tell your partner, this is what I want. And if your partner can't have that understanding, there is a problem. And that's why a lot of people always say that some of this thing has to be discussed before you people say, I do. Sister
Exactly.
Olivia, what's your take?
You're right.
Yo, my soft sister is here too. Sister,
Hey Ben. Hey real fam.
Sissy, don't scatter this table today. Take it easy. We are trying to learn you. Don't destroy my brotherhood and my sisterhood.
You're doing well so far. I've been listening to your argument and you're doing well. You're learning. I'm proud of you. You're graduating from the class.
Hey! Funny Sissy. So, Sister Olivia, how would you address the issue Simbi just described now? Maybe one person desire it, but the other one is using religion and many other excuses to say, no, I can't do it. What would be your recommendation for couples on this area?
Well, I think, could it be therapy? But, I don't know. Some people that are very religious are stuck on their ways, They are very stuck on their ways. That's why you should know who you're getting married to before you even venture into it, because some people are of the opinion that you can't really change an adult that much, especially those that are very fanatical. Religious is very difficult to get them to change. However, it's still communication. Maybe a counselor can help them if they're open to counselors. I think that's the way. But I don't know. That's what I think. What do you think, Sissy? I don't know.
Sissy?
Hey, I'm here. I'm listening.
Yeah, you heard Simbi, right? Simbi gave us a scenario whereby one of the spouse is highly religious, is very religious, and the spouse said, "Oh, I can't do what my partner wants me to do." He's using Christianity or whatever spiritual reason to say, no, I can't do that. Let's say, for instance, the partner wants the plate to be leaked, or maybe the husband wants the bola to be blown, and the other one say, no, I don't want to go to hellfire. I can't do this. What would you advise couples in this scenario? Because this one is common with Africans. I won't lie to you. There are some that as African men we will not do. If you like, carry Amadio Hakom, we don't go do them. And there are some things some African women will not do. I remember during our last episode, you made reference to some men who don't shave, some men who have bad hygiene, some men who won't even shower when they come back, and then they want to hop in bed and say, oh yeah, baby, come and blow this trumpet. So,
hell no.
In the example Simbi gave, whereby one partner is using religion as the reason why they can't do or they can't satisfy their partner, what would you advise them to do?
I think it's always difficult. I think you said it before that these things should have been discussed before they entered the marriage, right? And for me, if somebody's going to come with religion to back up their argument, you need to find the scriptures to show me. Where does it say that in the book? Bring it back to the Bible, right? Show me the scriptures specifically that say this and that, and I'll also bring my scriptures and bring it to you with the scriptures to show you, to counter your argument, right? And then you need to take it to a professional, like somebody, your spiritual leader, somebody that you both can speak to, maybe in your church, maybe not in the church if it's the same type of church that is very strict and things, but you need to find somebody that can give you the spiritual counseling through, that they're both looking for. But I always feel like when one person is very religious and the other person isn't, already you two are not equally yoked, right? Because you should both be on the same kind of spirituality level when you enter marriage, because you should be walking together in spirituality in marriage, right? If that's the basis of the marriage. So there's already a disconnect there somewhere. So you need to find the person that can counsel the both of them spiritually, but also you need to back it up with the scriptures to back up the points that you're trying to say that this is not that. Because as for me, I haven't seen anywhere in the scriptures that say you shouldn't lick plate. For all I know, it says everything in marriage. People that are outside of marriage are doing fornication. When you're inside marriage, there's not been a scripture that's been shown to me that says married people shouldn't be doing A, B, C, D. It's your bed. You should do whatever you want to do on it for as long as it's pleasing to both parties, right? And you don't deny each other.
Wait to. It's not it's not in the scripture that a man must lick plate to.
And it's not there that he shouldn't.
Okay, all right. May we never start that basketball because
it's not there that he shouldn't either, right? But it's also about pleasing your partner.
Yeah, how to just have to please each other. Please each other. Do what please both.
Absolutely. And I saw this video by Pastor K, Pastor Kingley, and he said something. In marriage, it's not always you have sex because you want to have sex. You have sex most times out of duty, right? Because you're serving the other person who is your wife or your husband. Most times women, we don't want to. It's not like every day you're ready. But because you're married and you've taken that covenant and you want this man to be faithful, you want him to be sexually satisfied, there are times you'll be tired. You'll just be like, oh, I don't even want to. In those moments, you need to do your duty as a wife to satisfy your man. And maybe you just say, okay, you know what? Let's just do the do, right? That is dutiful sex. So it's not every time you're having sex in marriages because you want to. That's selfish. So it's about pleasing the other person. That's just how I see marriage and sex and all these things. It's about sometimes putting your ego aside and doing what is going to please that person, especially when you're in a marriage. I don't think there should be any excuses. No.
Okay. Here is a big one. You see, Didi has come now. This sister Didi has come.
Let me see, Didi. My girl.
We never start. You don't begin the throw stone now. Okay. Okay.
I can explain.
I will try my best. So Didi question, if anybody have question, please throw it here so that we can rub minds together. So Didi question is, can you explain what loose VJJ means, please?
Do you know the funny thing? I was actually having a conversation with my colleague. Somebody just randomly said, who's heard of designer vagina? I was like, huh? I've heard of it, but I'm like, why are we talking about designer vagina? Anyways, one of my colleagues was like, one of her, I think it's her friend, actually had to have that operation where they had to tighten everything. But that was because after childbirth, she had like a prolapsed uterus or something. There was a medical issue around it, right?
Okay.
That's why. But aside from that, normally everything, your things down there stretch, they widen, depending on sizes of people. And as a woman, you should be practicing your Kegels, right? So if you don't know what your Kegels are, when you're going to the toilet, you need to practice holding, like weeing, starting to like pass your urine and learning how to squeeze it and stop mid-flow, right? If you're able to do that consistently, it means that you're tightening your vaginal walls and all these things. It's good for you. And in the long run, it will give you better sexual pleasure and your partner. That's just how I can explain it. But
MOP, shout out MOP, Baba. You're welcome. You said that's how you can explain loose VJJ?
No, that's what you can do to help tighten up. But a loose VJJ means that maybe the person is doing the do with you and they're not feeling anything. It's just going in, going out, going in, going out. You too, you're not feeling anything. Then I feel like maybe there's some problem in the tightness.
Sometimes it might not be that maybe the woman is actually loose. It might be that she has a lot of fluids, this wetness thing. There are some women that If you touch the appropriate places, they're just gonna start flowing straight up. And
That's true.
an inexperienced man who didn't know that having time for foreplay, touching some part of the body from the woman can put her in that position whereby she's just kind of, flowing, and then he just want to go in straight up. When you go in straight up like that, the first impression you're going to have is that what is this?
You're not gripping, nothing is gripping.
Yeah. And
but then it's also you need to change up the positions, because it's not just lying on your back, putting your legs akimbo and doing pounding, how you guys love to pounding. You need to turn some type of positions that will make even a guy who is not even well endowed, to the woman, he'll be feeling well endowed, right?
You see.
And then to the man,
you want to put this blame on my brotherhood?
No, I'm not putting the blame on the brotherhood. I'm saying that it's about learning. This is why it's important to know your partner, and also to know as a man what to do in bed. It's not just about pounding. Ben, we talked about this pounding. That's all pounding. It's not about pounding. Sometimes you need to change the position. Sometimes you need to research. You need to be doing regular research to see, okay, you know what? Well, let me see, what is this style? Maybe you do froggy. Maybe you do scissors. Maybe you do, I don't know, different things. You get off the bed, the person does it on the floor or something, right? To add a different experience. But if you're always doing it on the bed, you're always doing it with the person laying down, of course, I mean.
Sissy, but if we look at the context of the question that did where's the question again? This one, you change style, you do this, you do that. If I can speak from the perspective of a man, an experienced man, we know that his performance is what led to that wetness, and you already know that, okay, I have two strategies here. Either I go in and stay right there until you get dried up, so the fun can really start, or you can actually tell the woman, maybe, babe, you might need to clean up a little bit. I think you are really in the mood. You're coming, And then why I'm saying you shouldn't put that on the man is that some women know their body. A lot of women really understand their body. As we are talking right now, there are sisters here that knows that if my man venture grab my nipple, nobody underwear don't wet be that. Some women knows that. Some women knows that when a man touches a certain area, they're gonna be super wet, and so they know the next thing to do. Not all brothers the inexperienced one, we simply interpret it to mean lose VG. That's what I think Didi is saying. So I don't know. Olivia, you want to chip in? Olivia and Simbi, do you guys understand the context of what we are discussing here now?
You are right. I think what you're saying is you're very correct, because I know that organ, it's very elastic, and the way God made it, it's really difficult for you to just get lows. People say, even when people have birth, naturally, from there, I think it contrasts back and comes back to normal. It may come back exactly, to normal, those that give birth naturally, but with some pelvic floor exercise and everything, like what Cece said, you can actually. But averagely, even when you don't do those exercises, I think it relatively comes back, okay. I didn't give birth naturally anyway, so I can't relate. However, for those, I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. That's one of the benefits of CS. A lot of women that did CS, they are always you everywhere go.
I would have wanted to give birth naturally, but it didn't happen. So
yeah. I'm sorry. It's one of the stress women undergo.
Yeah, from what I hear about those, and reading books and all that, you find out that it's not, that place doesn't really get loose the way people say now. I don't think.
Yeah, it all depends on care. how you
That's
take it.
yeah.
And that's why men are kind of stupid. You will see some men when they have kiriwa with women in their 40s, they will just sit right there. They don't want to go because the experience is superb. I think women, based on what I've heard on bar talks, locker room talks, I think once women are crossing 35, 40, 45, they are already masters in this game. They already know how to take care of themselves. And like some of my single boys will say, you will hit some 40 plus women and you'll be wondering, like, God damn, is she not doing anything? How come everywhere is just super tight? They can actually feel the friction when they are going in. When they describe some of these things going, even we that we are married, we say blood of Jesus. We won't go sample this thing, but God help us, maybe we not go sample, So this one that Sister Chinye is mentioned here, I thought men like the lubrication, but no. Okay, I can speak for myself, from what I've heard from some brothers. To be honest, if you meet some African men, if you bring maybe baby lotion, you see, Didi has like 1,000 baby lotion in his house. If you bring baby lotion or you bring Vaseline or something and you feel like, hey, let's apply this so you can. Some men will say, no. They don't want it. Because to be honest, sometimes when a man is ready, he's not fully ready and master strong until he gets the tip inside. And then there is this force that he has to start applying little by little so he can get in. Now, the more he's trying to force his way in and the V is pushing back, the stronger he becomes. This thing is muscle. So some guys we say no. And on the flip side, there are some men that they are in their past experiences when they apply lubricants, if that lubricant give them easy access that is just so free. You know what I'm saying? The friction that when you are going now, sometimes you go in a little bit, after 2 inches, you stuck, then you have to do some back and forth a little bit, then the V will give you more space. You go in maybe another 2 inches. Those things do something to our brain as men. It a boss brain. Now, what did they make us want by there? Say, lie, I'm not leaving this babe. Lie. He be do. So, Sister Chinye, all I'm saying is that not every man actually buy the idea of lubrication. Okay. For some of them, it actually makes some of them come faster. Okay. Some men actually want to like fight his way in. And the harder it takes him to fight his way in, the more credit is given to the woman. Let's just be honest. So sometimes you need to ask some men too if they want it or not. And I do understand that some ladies do complain that, it's painful, especially those who are menopause and stuff like that. They will come that it's painful. No, let us apply lotion and things like that. So it all comes down to communication and how they want it. So I don't know. Sissy, am I making sense?
You're making sense.
All right. Olivia, am I making sense? Say my explanation makes sense more.
Yeah, you're making sense.
All right.
Can I ask a question, please, Uncle Ben? Quick one, please.
You are supposed to be co-host, so you are asking social question. No, you are not married yet. I'm
here to learn now.
Go teach you.
Leave Simbi alone. Simbi's here to learn. Ask your question.
Come on, baby.
Okay. You said that you should try different styles. So I just want to quickly ask. I know this question. Some people can actually relate to it. What's the best position for a man with a small bola? Let me not use the word. What's the best position?
Okay, I know Sissy won't jump on this one. Sister Olivia, I make una wait first because once they toss more bola now, I won't drag my gender be that. Let me do some brotherhood first. Am I free to do brotherhood first, Sissy and Sister Olivia?
Go ahead.
Let me do brotherhood first, because I will not be here and you people will be dragging my brothers. Now, first, Simbi, according to research,
Sorry.
who is laughing? Why are these sisters like this? Okay, according to research, 6 inches is okay. It's like the average. Is even I've heard a lot of women say 6 inches is desirable. It's like he get the job done perfectly well. Now, when you're talking about small bula, you are talking about size. Size is relative. I've heard some ladies say, I don't mind 4 inches if you know how to use it. Some people say, no, it got to be 8 inches and above. So, and I've heard some ladies say that it doesn't matter if you carry 12 inches or 10 inches. If you don't know how to use it, it's useless. So now I want you to be specific. When you say small, put it in inches. Like how many inches would you say, okay, this is small? And remember, what is small?
Just for reference, so that we can all visualize, right? 6 inches is the size of the subway roll. You guys have Subway in America. We have Subway here. 6 inches is the size of that half of a Subway roll for visualization purposes.
6 inches is a little big than this. Or how will I describe it?
I'm talking about 3, not 6. 3.
Okay. All right. Now
3 when it's hard.
Let me be honest.
Is it 3? Did you say 3 when it's hard?
Simbi, do you hear that? Do you mean 3 inches when it is hot or 3 inches when it's relaxed?
When it's hard.
When it's hot. When it is 3.
Yeah, 3 or maybe 2.5.
I don't think
that's micro penis now.
No.
Okay, 3.
I don't even think I've not met anybody, even growing up. I don't think I've met anybody that after strong is 3 inches. Is this
okay? No. When they are aroused, it can be, it will grow, it will increase. But I'm talking about there are some that are really small, Uncle Ben. No one talk. When it's aroused, they are like, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And sometimes these men are actually fine. Like, you are fine, but you're not endowed. Like,
it's just
no one has it all.
It's just like a female. Some female have bigger boobs. Some have really small boobs. Some have average size. I think that's average is the average. Some have medium, a little bit below average. Then
blood
some
of
have
Zachariah.
You're right. What you're saying is true, Simbi. I am.
Hey, Adana is here. This my corrupt sister Adana. Only when corruption is being discussed, that's when Adana they show up.
I swear, she's the corrupt one of us all. She doesn't call in either. Just be making comments in the comment section.
So Adana, very funny sister. Okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Mama.
With that, okay. So when it comes to this thing of small, for me, it's about what you as a lady can handle, because it's one size does not fit all, right?
Exactly.
What may be small to Simbi may be big to me. What may be big to me may be small to Sister Olivia, right? So I feel like if you're dating somebody and it comes to that intimate time, and you see that, you know what, this area is an area I'm going to struggle with long term to be satisfied, or maybe you're not satisfied, right? I think if you like the person enough, you will try other things. If it's still not working for you, let that person go, because the size of his bola is something that he cannot change, right? He can't magically wave a wand and it will grow overnight to please you. So it's something that you have to either like it or lump it, right? You have to learn to live with it or live without it. So my thing is, something like that is like the height of a man. You can't go and date a guy who's short and say, oh, I really want a 6'5" guy and be oppressing the guy. He's never going to grow to become 6'5". So it's something that's out of his control, right? So I feel like it's unfair to be in that relationship and then continuously be complaining, because there's a lot of things that you can do when somebody has a small, a small member. Okay. There's different positions that you can do that will make it feel like it's bigger. There's different positions you can do, which, as a woman, I feel like a lot of men with this small members, they're always the best at giving head. They're always the best. You have to work on other talents. That's the truth.
It's true. It's true.
That's the truth. I'm sorry, you have to pick a struggle. You cannot have a small pee and then you don't want to be given head. Uncle, it's not going to work for you. Pick your struggle. Pick your struggle. And from experience, I'm just saying this, the one experience I had, I remember I was speaking to a guy. This guy is a chocolate, fine. Oh my God, Ben, I'll send you his picture after. Sexy guy. And I was like, oh, 6'5", chocolate, nice teeth. I was like, oh, I cannot wait till that day comes, right? We were dating, everything was going well. Until the day we decided to do the do.
Yeah.
And I'm normally somebody who, when I'm, if I like you and we're kissing and stuff, I need to be touching and feeling and making sure that things are working. So I remember thinking, I'm not really feeling anything. What's going on? But anyways, never mind. When it comes to the day, we'll see what's really happening. The day of the day came. The D-Day came. Why was this guy 6'5" with the smallest PP I've ever seen in my life? I was pissed. I was vexed. But I was like, you know what? He had other talents. I didn't do with him because I was kind of irritated with the size of it. It was just irritating me to even look at it, right? But I allowed him to do other things, and he was very good in those other things. So I'm saying you have to pick your struggle. If you know your weakness, you have to make up for it in other areas. And this guy, he made up for it in those other areas, which is the head area. We never slept together, like, penetration, but that was the experience that we had. And, it didn't really work out like that. But he was good in that area, and that's what it was. So you need to pick your struggle. If you have a small one, you have to be working on your tongue action and working on how to maneuver the person so that they'll be feeling like you're doing something. That's just what it is. But as a woman, you can't oppress the man if he has a small penis. You either move on, find the one that you want, or learn to live with it.
Hey, okay. Now, we're going to start linking this thing together so it can make sense. But before I move on, I just wanted to show you guys this picture. Look at this fine man right here. Mozu, tall, black, chocolate. I mean, is this not what you call chocolate? Mozu everywhere. I post this on my Facebook, and I said, every woman's dream. I don't know where I'm getting my own kind of female friends and sisters from. They are all corrupt. They kept complaining. Everybody's like, blood of Jesus, I jump and pass. No, I jump and pass. Holy Ghost fire. And I'm like, what's wrong with you people? Are you guys not saying you are looking for a 6 foot chocolate black? You carry Mozu, you get 6-pack. Everybody is pointing to one thing. I don't know if you guys see it now. So maybe this is the kind of person Simbi is making reference to. That how do you cope with somebody like this? To be honest, Simbi, my advice is, if you are the type that you really, really enjoy action, this goes to almost all women anyway. If you really, really enjoy action, and once in a while, you really want to be hit harder, right from the moment you are dating this person, and you know that it's like, this instrument won't do it for me. Please don't do it. Maybe you can just date them. You can date them. Maybe they are spoiling you. Collect whatever you want to collect and just
and move on.
But here is the problem. Here is the problem. Why I actually advise people not to even do it at all. Men like that, with that small weapon, they are fast at impregnating women. They are type. Once they give you belly, you can never get rid of that belly.
What?
Pastor.
Where's this statistics been done? I've never heard that before.
You never heard that before?
No, never.
Oh, and you are wondering why a lot of women are complaining now. See, No, it's
I've
not
never
that.
heard this before.
In Africa, we don't do statistics. We go by subjective data. I'm
You're
telling
going
you,
by, are you doing Trump facts for us here?
yes, so Trump, we are not eating dog. But I believe sisters in the comment, you people are Africans now. You should know what I'm talking about and how it happens in Africa generally. Look, you see all these people with small weapon. They are just like men with bad character and attitude. The moment you are involved with them and you notice that this one a red flag, oh this is gonna be a narcissistic, and then you say, you know what, anyway he's spoiling me. Let me just chop what I can chop. Let me take what I can take and get. Boom, he's gonna impregnate you. And then prophet, your mommy, your dad. If you have people who are blessed with the talent of vision or dream, they will call you as I see. Say you get belay, no come time, no do anything. No, that's how some people get stuck in bad relationship. So I would just say, if from the beginning you know that this will not cut it for you, don't do it. Don't do it. Let them find somebody who is okay with what they can offer. All right, now let's quickly look at what are the causes of where I opened this thing before. It be like CC don't let them go again. When CC don't they analyze, I don't fear.
But you know what, Ben? Sorry, this picture, I don't think it's fair to say that this person's got a small one, because some men are growers. It can look small in the package. When you unwrap it, that thing will be growing and poking out your eyes. So he could be one of those.
CC, I'm a man, and every man watching this right now, they should either tell me I'm wrong. When a man take a position like this, no matter, even if it is small, you will see it. You will see it. And the way he's sitting right now, you can see that his muscles are all kind of flexing right now. That Baba, that Bola supposed to be responded to. So I'm just thinking maybe probably they use AI or something to do it just to create fun. I don't think there should be anybody like this that is this big and there is nothing to show. So I'm sorry. I don't really buy it. See bad sister Misty say big mozu type but bola. Jeez, chai. You see, corrupt Misty. Misty, you are corrupt. All right, let's quickly look at some of the things that we are supposed to be mindful of in order to fix this low libido issue, ED, and all that. So there are many reasons why someone might experience a low libido, including relationship issues. That is a big one. Long-term relationship can lead to becoming over familiar with your partner, or there may be unresolved conflict or poor communication. I think MOP identify all this one almost every time on the show. You see, relationship issue is a no-no for me. I really don't expect anybody to be in a marriage or a relationship where you guys are not friends, where you let things lead to resentment, bad belly. You just have to talk and resolve your issues. Something happened even in my family this last week till now. He hit me, he hit my wife. We both don't see it coming. But it's a tough one, a very tough one. Like I was literally I'm kind of like, where do I go from here? What do I do? And all that. Even my mother was kind of like frustrated. But then at the point I remember, oh, bro, you got to lead. So I called my wife. We went out, we had a meeting, and we were like, okay, how do we resolve this thing? We both agree on what we're going to do. And then we come back, we confront the situation collectively, and we let them know that this is our decision. This is what we're going to do. Case closed. And from there, since yesterday, I've had peace. I get rest of mind. So there's always going to be issues in relationship. Don't sleep on it. Talk about it. Okay, no matter how tough, how difficult it is, talk about it, because all these things can actually lead to low sexual libido. You cannot have problem as a man, an African man, or I don't know of other men, but majority of African men cannot have a very big issue bothering his heart, and you are expecting him to come to the bedroom and do waiting. Me, may God forgive me. I won't even, don't even call myself. Just leave me where I am until I can figure out my issue. So number 2, mental health conditions. This one is very, very big, guys. Depression, anxiety, stress can all contribute to a low libido. For women, please take note. I've said this before. If you are married and you are in Western world, the thing is bills will not let you rest. If you have not made it, if you are not, even some people are making 6 figures. There are some states you live in, even while you are making 6 figures, you still have to get up and run. You still have to walk your butt off because of your bills, mortgage and everything. And you realize that your 6 figures will not cut it. Like people in London now, I've never lived in London, but I heard that you people have these very high taxes. So imagine a man working so hard and government is, Sissy, what's your tax rate now? So because somebody once told me that sometimes they take up to 30% or 35%.
Which 30? You take up to 50, depending if you're a high earner. 50%.
Blood of Jesus. Are you kidding me?
No, that's not your salary. Not to mention road tax, council tax, bin tax, mortgage, every tax under the sun. They'll tax you. So yeah, I mean, depending on where you live, absolutely. I think financial stresses and burdens. I mean, if you're not, it can definitely decrease libido. I can understand that in a relationship.
It's a lot. Financial stress is a lot, especially for us African women, African men. And at the same time, the same goes to women too, because the way it is in this Western world, you are working, your wife is working, and you know we all have our black taxes, and then it's not just easy. So if you notice your man work too much or your wife works a lot, it's not only man, it goes both ways. You have to encourage them to rest. You have to cut down your expenses. You have to cut your clothes according to your, is it material, not size anymore. So please take note of that. Depression is a big deal. A lot of people are depressed, especially men. If your husband is between age 40 to 50 and he hasn't built a house in his village or in Nigeria generally, or maybe in Africa, talk to that man. I'm serious right now. Talk to him. He's going through a lot of depression. He might not be showing now, unless that man is one of those men who has completely decided that I'm going to stay in Western world. I'm not going back home. And if it is a man that still has a lot of people back home, the mom, the father, the everything that is in the Western world, in his 40s to 50, and is yet to build a house in Africa, that man is under a lot of pressure. You guys might think that you are living fine here. Oh, we are okay. The kids are fine. No. You better talk to that man. If not, he's just so he's going through a lot. And if he doesn't have prospect, if he doesn't have a prospect of getting a very lucrative job that is paying him well enough that he can actually start a project and finish it, it's a big deal. If you are not helping your husband financially, your husband is the only one carrying all the responsibility at home. You know, we African men, our ego they let us rest. Sometimes we might not be making enough money to cater for everything, but we want to say, oh, we are the head of the family, we are paying every goddamn thing. And then we are now married to a woman who is kind of selfish. A woman who say, hey, you are the leader, your money is our money, my money is my money. Auntie, don't expect Kiriwa to be good though. Bros is undergoing a lot. And the same goes to women. If you have a woman that is making more money, she works a lot, or even if she's not making more money, you have 2 to 3 kids, and you are the type of husband that you are not helping her around the house. You don't do a lot of house chores. You don't even find time to make sure that only you are in charge of the children and let her just have time to unwind. Bro, if you touch her, no, it's not every time she's gonna be in that mood though. And everybody has goal. African women, men, we are all driven one way or the other. A woman who aspired to have become a rich lady in her 40s, or maybe she expected to be at the peak of her career at 40, and here she is raising 3 children. You are not even helping her. she's gonna be experiencing some depression. She'll be stressed out. So all those things can lead to low libido. Then hormonal changes, pregnancy, breastfeeding, menopause, and aging can all cause hormone level changes that can affect libido. Now, this hormonal on, let me quickly talk about testosterone. That's a big one. So sisters, if you are watching this and you know you're having low sexual performance in the bedroom, your husband is not getting to the point he's supposed to be. If your husband is age 40 and above, and you never hear that man tell you one day say he went for medical checkup. You are supposed to be having your annual checkup. Some people do it twice, but at least once in a year, if it was. But I would advise like every 6 months, if you are in your 40 to 50s, go and do your annual checkup and let them check your T level. If your testosterone is below 300, bros, wahala don't dey. All those low energy you are having during sex is taking a while before your gbola dey get up, or even when you get up, you cannot sustain it. Low T is a big deal. So, aunties, tell your man to go and check it out. If the number is below 300, he might need hormone replacement therapy, or he might have to do some lifestyle changes in order for him to have that energy back. And if we can't cover that today, maybe in the next show, I will share some of the exercises that works. I will share my personal, I will share the exercise that I do, and it works 100% all the time. As I'm speaking with you right now, as a as a man who is above 45 right now speaking, I have never tried blue pills before or anything. But the moment I learned those exercises, oh, I'm good. And more importantly, if your husband is a black man and is in his 40s and above, he has to check his blood pressure. If any man is having ED, if you're having erectile dysfunction, the number one culprit is your blood pressure. You have high blood pressure. Your heart, something is messing up your heart. Your heart is not pumping enough blood that can flow to your penile area. So I will give some tips. I will post that tips in our Patreon. Some of the things you can do that help. All this one, you don't even need to be on some expensive therapy to fix it. Once you check your T level, you check your blood pressure, I will show you some exercise you can do, and then some supplement you can also add. You just have to eat a lot of vegetable fruits and all that. And then there are 3 important exercises you have to do every week. Now your wife now ain't go dey run. So if you're a woman and you are experiencing this, you need to know all these simple things that you have to. Even as a man, your wife shouldn't ask you. You have to make it a point that you must do it. And the good thing is, if you are consistent, even if you don't do it for like 3 weeks, you are still okay. Okay, but your body go to tell you, because if you go to the gym regularly and then you don't go to the gym, you start feeling it. All right. Another thing that can cause low libido is medications. Sometimes some people are on antidepressants. If you have there are some high blood pressure medication that they will put you as a man, and it can actually cause ED for you. For instance, one thing I do advise people is, if you discover you're having high blood pressure, let them recommend medication that has to do with calcium channel blockers. Like, depending on, go talk to your doctor, but I'm just saying, a lot of calcium channel blocker medications, they don't lead to ED. But all the other beta blockers and stuff like, oh shit, I don't begin to speak medical term. Okay, bottom line is, go talk to your doctor and then tell your doctor that you don't want to be on a medication that will lead to ED. So if you have a very high blood pressure, maybe you are already diagnosed with hypertension, sometimes your doctor might want to put you on 2 or 3 blood pressure medications. That is a red flag. As a man, if you are on 2 to 3 blood pressure medication, oh, Sister Olivia, the link is pinned to the top in case if you want to come back. The link is there. So if you are on 2 to 3 blood pressure medication, chances are you might have ED. So please don't get to that stage, your bros. I advise every brother, that's especially black men, from age 30, once you are hitting 35, always check your blood pressure. Once you see that the blood pressure is high, stop alcohol, stop smoking. Those two things are very important because substance use can also lead to low libido. Then this one is huge. We overlook this one a lot. Sleep deprivation. If you don't sleep well, body go tell you, you will end up with low energy. And this is where we that we live in Western world, this is where we shoot ourselves in the foot most time. When we work 16 hours, we have 24 hours in a day. You already work 16 hours and then you come back home. Maybe driving to and fro work will take you an hour. So that means you have 7 hours left. Now, when you get home, you're definitely going to freshen up. When you freshen up, you want to eat dinner or breakfast, depending on whatever shift you are doing, you will be left with about 6 hours to sleep. Some people don't just go to sleep immediately, they lay down. So if you find out that you are sleeping less than 8 hours every day, Auntie, I will talk to my sisters here because I know my brothers, they don't go here. You have to be the one to monitor this. If you notice that your husband sleep less than 8 hours in a day, and that goes on for a long time, and that goes on for a long time, begin talk to them. Now problem they come. So in fact, sleep deprivation can lead to all types of health issues because if you are 40 plus, you already have some things going on in your body. Okay, because we are Africans, you know, Africans are stubborn. They won't go for checkup. Africans usually believe that once you wake up, your muscle, you lift your hand, your leg, no headache, no cold, bam, I'm okay. No, you're not okay. So if you are experiencing sleep deprivation, please, auntie, talk to your husband. He needs rest. He needs rest. Please. All his he will be anybody who doesn't sleep well, you will start experiencing electrolyte imbalance. Anytime they run your lab, either sodium no reach, potassium no reach, I be this one too high, wahala don't they come be that. So sleep is very, very powerful. Sleep is very, very powerful. A lot of us, many of us African men, we don't have afternoon naps because of work. We don't sleep in the afternoon. Please, that one day that you are off, 1 or 2 days that you are off, try to take afternoon nap, even if it is 2 hours. Okay, please do it. Sleep deprivation is a big deal. If you don't sleep well, your body will not relax. Your heart is pumping 24/7. We know your heart don't stop, but there are times that you need to relax so that all the nerves, all the tissues, all the organs in your body, they can rest. It's very important. So take note of that. Medical conditions, some long-time conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and thyroid problems can affect libido. Exactly. Then life-changing events, pregnancy, childbirth, and breastfeeding can also contribute to a low libido. This is absolutely correct, especially for women. And this is where I want to talk to my brotherhood, especially if your wife has given birth. Make una come closer. You know, we have to talk.
Preach.
We have to talk, my brotherhood. If your woman has given birth, if there is any time you have to demonstrate to your wife that you love her to the moon, it is after childbirth. She don't born 1, born 2, born 3, 4 children for you. Okay, some women we experience low self-esteem after childbirth because the body will not be the same. There are some women that God bless them so much that even though they're born 4, their body will still come back, but still they still know that something don't come up for their body. And whereas there are some sisters that it's just out of control, it doesn't matter what they do. The ones that childbirth we make them to gain weight, they will gain weight. The ones that childbirth we even mess their mental status, it will do. And raising children, in fact, there's just a lot women are going through. And this is where I like to tell brothers that once your wife born, that is when you want to show her you love her round the clock. honestly, you have to compliment her. You have to start to see her with matured eyes, matured lenses. And in case you don't know what I mean by matured eyes, now, if you are looking at a woman who is yet to give birth and all the body is in right shape, and now you look at your wife that has given birth to 2, 3 children already, and you are expecting her body to be like the body of a single woman who is yet to give birth, brother, you are becoming an evil man. You don't have a matured eye. That is not how to look at it. The way you look at a woman after childbirth is you will look at how she's taking care of herself, how she dressed, the kind of clothing she had on, how she's doing her baby girl's thing, and more importantly, you want her to laugh more. I can never ever overemphasize this one. You want her to laugh more. Always find a way to make her smile. When women laugh, they naturally become more beautiful. And then this is a time you have to spend more on the woman. You don't have to have all the money in the world, okay? Just look at your budget, look at everything. If she needs something, or you yourself, you see something that makes that you think, oh, if my wife have this thing, it will make her look really gorgeous. Buy it. Buy it. When women are in their 40s, there is this beauty that comes with it. That 40, 45, 50. You will see that like, wow, this guy don't they old. So please, men, you have to do a lot, because after childbirth, with all those body, all the weight they now gain, you know, all the stress they are dealing with, taking care of the house, raising the children, and all that, some women will feel within them that they are no longer attractive. They will feel that they are not attractive. And that can really, really do a lot of damages. If your wife is feeling she's less attractive, she will read meaning to everything you're doing. Okay? If you no longer compliment her, you no longer kissing her, tapping her. That's why I say this all the time. You see that bonbon where woman carry? God created that bonbon for you to tap. Tap it continuously. You know, any opportunity you have. In fact, the moment your children come out for house, you people just turn yourself to weary on top table everywhere, just anything. You see, the more you are playing with her, the more you are being, nasty, being silly around her, you do all kind of things, the more the fire will be burning in her and the more desirable she will feel. So as a man, if you say you have low libido, it's still okay. Oh. If you jam a woman who get low libido, you will hate yourself. Oh. That's why I want to go back to those videos that I play at the beginning. And thank you, Sisi, for sending that video to me, because it actually made a lot of sense. You saw the two scenario. In the second case, you see the man complaining, say after childbirth, the woman no do this, the woman no do that. And then you saw the woman defending herself, say, he doesn't touch me again, he doesn't do this. So I have to get some tools to help myself. So, brother, if those one is still too good, the second couple, they are still good. They want to do. They are not just satisfying each other. When a woman have low sex drive, if you touch her, she will fling your hand away. Sissy, am I lying? Tell me, Sissy. When a woman has low sex drive, what are some of the things that she will be doing?
Avoiding changing in front of you. They don't want to be hugged. They don't want to be touched. Light off, all this kind of things. Where have you gone?
Yeah, I'm right here. So, brother, it's a big deal. I pray you don't experience a woman that doesn't want you. And women, please, not even do that. Nothing is as worst as a man making advances on a woman and she'll be like, don't you dare touch me. What do you want? My friend,
yeah, that's true.
That is so belittling. It makes the man feel so small. It makes the man feel so undesirable. So please, we don't want our woman to get to a place whereby they lost interest in sex. They felt they are no longer attractive. They are no longer attracted to you. Now, where wahala they come be that. So, and that is why you have to continue to talk to each other. You have to continue to use your words. You have to keep on talking. Once you notice a change, talk. And then once you notice that if she do one small thing and she looks good, compliment it immediately. Nigerian men, now I go talk to here. Nigerian men, may God forgive us. Many Nigerian men are not good at complimenting women. I don't know whether it makes them feel like, oh, if I compliment her now, her head will be swelling. She will think, why don't you compliment her and let her head swell? You feel me?
Exactly.
Why don't you say it? Eh? Look, I think the hair my wife is carrying currently now, my daughter's friend came to our house and she make the hair. She and Blessing was the one that make the hair for her. The two of them, my girl and her friend, they carry the hair. The hair, they make it with braid, but there's a way they can tie it. The thing will sit at the top. And it looks so beautiful. Then they will apply, maybe gel or so, I don't even know. But they will apply something.
To lay the baby hairs. Lay the baby hairs.
Is that what they call it? I don't even know what they call it. It was when I was leaving home and going to work, they were making the hair. And I was even joking. I said, hey, you guys better fix my wife hair well. By the time I came back, she was already asleep. So in the morning when she want to go to work, she showered everything. She wear her scrub, everything. So as she was trying to kiss me, I opened eye instantly. My wife face looks so small, so young. And I'm like, after the kiss finished, I just look. Then she's like, what happened? Why are you looking at me like that? And your face looks small. This guy is different. It makes you look so young, fresh, everything, you know. I have to call the guys and say, look, I'm going to give you guys money. You did a good job. My wife, so please, I'm saying this for you to understand that the more you praise your woman, the more you compliment her, the more you let her see that you love her, irrespective of giving birth and all that, the more confidence she will be having, the more attractive she will be feeling, and the more effort you want to put in to look good for you. And the same goes for you as men too. As you are looking at me right now, I go to gym 3 times in a week. Sometimes I go to the gym, the boys there, they will even be laughing at me because I sometimes I just go do the ones that boost my sexual progress. That's the one I do. I do deadlift. For men that don't know, and women, please tell your husband, deadlift is bay. If you need strength, you want to be going, hitting 30, 1 hour, that deadlift, you must do it. It's a must. If you can't, if you go to the gym, don't even do all those exercises that those young boys are doing. You know, you are an old man, you don't have to be running around. Just go to the gym, climb staircase. You need to do 400 steps. If you can't make 400 steps, make 270 steps. Or let me give you guys a scope. If you live in a duplex, you live in a home that is upstairs, count your staircase. Like my staircase is 17. The one in my house is 17. So by the time you go back and forth, when you go 10 times, you already take when you go 10 times, you already take 170 steps. So by the time you add additional 5, you are already above 200 steps. If you don't want to do it at home, you do it at the gym. Most standard gyms have staircase where you can climb. It's a machine. You time yourself. It will be painful initially when you started, but that thing will be smoothing and strengthening the muscles around your waist. So if you now go and lift weight, you do deadlift. That deadlift is tough, but you can start with 45 kg. Just do 10-10 lift. 10-10 lift. You do like maybe 2 rounds. If you can't do 3 or 4 rounds, even if now 1 round you can do, okay? Just do 10 times. You do deadlift. Bros, it will boost your your testosterone will be boosted. Your muscles, everything will be so strong. When you do it for like 1 month, if you are the type that when you want kerewa before, you usually get tired easily as a man, or maybe you do. No, this time around, you won't even come. If you are doing all these things, you won't come. And your woman will notice the difference immediately. So, but these are the things that I will write something up. I'll post it in the Patreon. But I just want to let you guys know that as much as women are putting in effort to look good, to look attractive, you also do your due diligence, do your own part. Sleep well. And women, encourage your husband to sleep well, please. That is one of the things my madam do very well for me. Once my madam say, I've had this long week whereby I go to my regular job and the weekend I'm doing coverage again. By Sunday, my madam will package all my children and take them out of the house so that I can sleep for at least 10 hours. If I don't make 10 hours, I have at least 8 good hours. So that is that. Now, let us begin to round up and let's talk about this sex toy thing. Sisi, this is going to involve you now because there is one important thing I want to mention here, and I need you to help me as well as our sisters in the comment. First question. Are you here?
Go for it. I'm here.
Okay. First question. At what point is it okay for a woman to start buying sex toys? What should inform her that she needs sex toy? Under what circumstances is it advisable to buy all these toys?
When you're single and dating.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. That's when you should start. When you're single and you're dating, or you're still single and you're exploring and you're trying to understand your own body, that's when you should start using it. No STI, no chance of pregnancy, no chance of heartbreak, and always consistent results. What's the problem?
Okay, what are some of the dangers that comes with using all these tools?
I don't think there's any dangers, Ben. What's the dangers? What are some dangers to using it? Like what? Like you may injure yourself. Okay, let's say some dangers could be, depending on the type of one that you go for, you may push it too far and it may get lost. You may have to go to the hospital to have it retrieved from your crevices. I mean, what dangers is there? Those are the only ones that I know of that's happened to people.
Now God catch those people.
I've heard of that, like those things that go in your back area. If you're people that like to do stuff in your back area, you put that thing in your butt, it can go inside and get lost, and you'll have to go to the hospital to take it out. But that's aside. That's a very extreme. But other than that, to me, I don't see what are the dangers. There's not any dangers as such. I feel like there may be a dependency issue, maybe if you're not in a sexually satisfying relationship, and then using the sex toy becomes your crutch to maintain, like to get to maintain your libido, to you can only be like, you can only release when you're using that, then there's a problem there, right? To me, sex toys it shouldn't be the main go-to. It should be something you use together, or if your partner is not around, you try and incorporate it to complement the sexual relationship that you are enjoying already. That's how I use sex toys. On a normal day, I'm not really, but as adventurous as I am, I'm not that into sex toys like that, to be honest. I prefer to use it with my partner, and that's when I enjoy it the most. Have I used it on my own? Yes, I have. When we're doing, video calls and all this type of things, it's different. But to be by myself, let's say if I'm not dating and I'll just be banging out sex toys, I mean, I need a man's body next to me. I need that warmth. I need the personal, that's what I prefer. But that's the only danger I can think of if you become so reliant on it. But then there's other issues going on.
Thank you
but on a normal day, no.
Thank you for mentioning that, because I was gonna ask you that. Do you think all these tools are actually a perfect replacement to men? Can these tools?
It can never be a replacement, unless you're a man hater, or I don't know what. Unless there's something going on upstairs, maybe some trauma. Even if you had trauma, I don't think you'd even be using sex toys, to be honest. And there's different types. This is the thing that men are confused about. They think using a dildo that is replicating like a phallus, like the shape of a penis, is what all women are using. A lot of women are not using that. Just like it says, a lot of women are not into penetration. A lot of women are more into being stimulated outside, right? I'm trying not to be too descriptive. Sometimes you're not even buying these toys that are actually looking like like a D at all. You could be getting a toy that's just vibrating. It can just be like a ring. The guy wears it. When he's penetrating, that thing will be rubbing on your sweet spot, the outside one. You're both enjoying it, right? Nothing is entering you. And some people don't even want that thing to go inside. You just use it on the outside to stimulate your C and just to heighten that experience for yourself, right? Some people don't even put it on their private area. They may put it on their neck, they may put it on their breast, stuff like that, just to get themselves aroused. Some people don't even buy the actual. I don't think I've ever in my life, I can't even look at one of those things. Why? For what? No, I have a good one already at home. But do I use those ones that vibrate that we can use together to stimulate the clitoris area? Absolutely. Why not? That's it. So I think a lot of men are under the assumption that women are just running around buying 16-inch of, come on, a woman's vaginal cavity. I'm not a medical doctor, but I read.
See, some of your sisters are doing too much. Some of them are doing too much.
Come on. Your vaginal cavity is only 10 inches. Somebody corrects me if I'm wrong. So what are you doing with 16 inches? Where is that going? To your uterus? To your ovaries? Come on. It's not making sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna share something here real quick. Just as a tip. Thank you, Sister Didi. Our Didi is good at research. Didi has helped us did another research. Let me show you guys. So although I know this one, a lot of people know this, but I just want to say it for the benefit of those who might not even know the advantage of doing some of these things. You see, Kegel exercise and self-care. That's the one Didi share in our backstage. Thank you, Didi. So Kegel exercise can help make the muscles under the uterus, bladder, and bowel, large intestine, that is stronger. They can help both men and women who have problems with urine leakage and bowel control. You may have these problems, one, as you get older, two, if you gain weight, three, after pregnancy, childbirth, four, after gynecological surgery, and five, after prostate surgery. So you see, this exercise is key. A lot of people already know it. They do it all the time. And for those of you young girls, Simbi, are you here? Because your generation need to hear this. Are you still here, Simbi? Our network has kicked you out already. So I think maybe we lost Simbi already. I just wanted her to hear this one. Because there are some young girls that they have boyfriends, and all these sugar aunties are snatching their men from them. A lot of them will be crying, hey, after all I did for you, you now went to this old lady. He's not even as young as me. Look, these are the secret that the older ladies are using to catch your man. When they do Kegel exercise, the older ladies know what they will eat that will clean their system. When
That's true.
When some older lady take off their underwear, you will not smell nothing. You will be wondering how. So, but young girls of nowadays, many of them don't ask questions. They don't ask the big aunties that, hey, sister, I beg, I have this problem. Oh, how can I handle it? Some of them just feel like, oh, they know it all. And from the stories that we heard from a lot of single men nowadays, I'm not trying to throw my younger folks under the bus. I'm just trying to encourage you to learn from the older women. Boys and men are complaining a lot. Complaining. Hygiene is a big deal. As a young girl between your 25 to 35, because between 25 to 35, that is when everybody expected you to catch one man where you go marry and things like that. Young men are complaining, single men are complaining about younger ladies these days. One dude just got married in Houston not quite long, and obviously he married to a woman that is I know that woman, she's above 50, and that dude is just like in his early 40s, but they are married. Very fine man. And people started talking, Africa now will go do back talk. And people were like, well, what did he say in that woman said? And I say, God, you guys don't know Jack. You guys don't know why a lot of young men, single men are running after older women now. A lot of older women really, really know how to take care of themselves, to be honest. They do a very good job. And the good thing is that they don't even need anybody to tell them. They get how that they wash. They have all these things they buy, they will use to clean up. They get everything, When you reach certain age as a man, you go begin see even your woman, the way that they take care of them, you'll be like, oh, wow. It's not easy to be a woman. I will never be a woman because una own thing too plenty. But the bottom line is that if you're a young girl, please learn how to take care of yourself. Hygiene is key. All these aunties you are seeing, forget them. They won't turn to fresh this thing. Okay. Some auntie if some auntie open body to lick plate, they had. According to what we are hearing from Bao, to lick plates, they had, because even when you are going down, the only thing you can perceive is the regular thing you are supposed to perceive. But once those distinctive smells start coming out, so please, young ladies, have an auntie, like a mentor. If any of you have issues, I've heard women say this on multiple occasions on public platform. They will say that some women are supposed to smell themselves, and the reality is that it's like some people don't even smell themselves. They say go to men. If you are a man right now and you have bushy hair all over you, you are very hairy. The hair will grow all over your perineal area. The hair will grow even to your butthole. Hair, don't do everything. When you go to toilet, you use a tissue, you think you are clean. You are not clean, bro. Even when you shower, you can take soap from now to tomorrow, scrub everywhere. No, the right thing to do is to get your shaving stick and clean up everywhere. Okay?
Facts.
Clean up everywhere.
Even wax.
You just have to do it, because if you want to be married for the longest, it takes a hard work, or it takes a lot of work. I've been in this game for a while now, and I'm still a young man. And I'm telling you now, it takes a lot. As the woman is working on herself, you, the man, you are also working on yourself. There are some things that is not palatable to you, but you just have to do it. Do you know that? I think for the past, when did we move to our house? 2018. I think since 2018, I've never add sugar to my tea or anything. Sugar. I use honey. Initially, it was hard. But those are the prices you have to pay. Because even as a nurse, I know what sugar can do to my body. And it's not just sugar. All this carbohydrate stuff, fufu, everything. There are times that even as much as I like my swallow like mad, sometimes
you have to reduce it. Yeah.
What the routine now? My mother would just say, lie, nobody is it. I initially we were later I started thinking, no, this is
for
not
your own good.
for my own good. Most of the sicknesses you have in the body, sugar is the real causes of many of these sicknesses. So as a man, while your woman is improving herself, you too, you have to improve yourself. You have to take care of your heart. If you want to carry I go finish this woman, man, it starts with your heart. If you have too much cholesterol around your heart, now blood will not flow. Okay, so we are doing this show not to cash group but to educate. That's why I said maybe I will add timestamp. You may have to send it to some people that might need this. It's very important. All this wahala today, sex wahala tomorrow. And to be honest, when your marriage want to break, you may have some nasty attitude as a man. Maybe you are not even treating your wife that bad, but at least you don't beat her. You don't talk to her anyhow. You are not just at the point where she wants to be. If your kerewa is good, you take her there almost all the time. The woman no go go. So far, you don't beat her. No DV, no abuse. She won't leave you. She go only the wine. But even after wine, she know that when you get down there, you delivers. But if you have all the money in the world, and Sissy, you can tell me if I'm wrong on this one. A man can have all the money in the world. You can be a very sweet man, everything, but in the bedroom, you are not just making it happen. Bros, it's time to talk. And this is where I want to make one reference now, because you people have dragged my gender. It's time to drag you ladies small. Make I drag sister with
Go
small.
on, drag us.
The CC, you are here. Simbi is here. You ladies are tall ladies. I know Simbi is very tall too. And CC,
I'm
you
not
are
tall. I'm 5'5".
5'5".
Yeah,
It's a lie, huh? What do you mean you're 5'5"?
I'm 5'5". I'm just normal. I'm very short, actually. Maybe my pictures are deceiving. I'm very tiny.
CC. I think my wife is 5'5" or 5'6" or something. And I used to call her and say, "Are you this short woman?" She will laugh.
Yeah, we're the same. 5'5". I'm not that tall at all.
Wow. Well, you see, different stroke for different people. Me, I've always liked short ladies. I always like short girls. Nah, no lie. All the way, even when I was younger. I not like short too, but I think you see that 5'5", 5'6" or more. I don't they take them they play. That's why even right now, if my madam say I get female friends, they are tall, they are skinny and all that, she not they even worry. But the moment she see one, where be her height, to get body. But that would be like, babe, I don't want your friendship with this person. Me, I like Shori. I wouldn't lie. I like Shori. So, Sissy, I told you I'm very, very tall. Anyway,
No, I'm not.
Sister Chinye is here. Sister Chinye is tall. Women, the table don't turn to now, and I need you guys to confess. Do you know that some women have, just like the way men have 10 inches, some women also have 10 inches distance down there. Some have, according to what I've heard, they say some have 12, that even when they go.
Ben, I'm not understanding. Sorry. What are you talking about? Break it down. You've lost me. 10 inches down where?
Simbi, are you here?
Are you saying the clitoris is long? What are you saying?
The hole is long.
The depth of the V. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let me tell you. Since you know what I'm talking, she want to run away.
I don't understand. The depth of the V is not long. The V is only 10 centimeters.
No. Some go way longer than that.
To where? To their throat? To their throat.
Brotherhood are complaining. Brotherhood are saying that sometimes when they went all the way, they will never get to the promised land.
Which promised land? I'm not understanding.
Okay, Sissy. Let me explain it like this. You see, what brotherhood, Sissy is already laughing. This Sissy is a criminal. I'm not explaining again. You know what I'm talking about, Sissy?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm being so serious. You have lost me. What are you talking about?
I didn't ask you, Sissy. Come and defend your gender. Come and defend your gender.
No, I need to Simbi explain. I'm not understanding, please.
Oh, Sister Olivia, can you Sissy is trying to run away from this one.
I don't understand what you're saying. I've never heard this before.
Sissy, you can't go into details because policy and all
the things we're talking about. You can't go into details. You've already spoiled this channel. This channel is spoiled. Just scatter the table. Excuse me.
Sissy, why are you like this now?
I'm being so serious. Honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you saying? You're saying that the hole is too far.
Okay. Sissy is doing sisterhood on me now. Simbi, let me explain to Sissy. Sissy is doing sisterhood. Sissy, don't start. Why are you like this now? You are laughing now. Bad girl.
I'm being serious. Simbi, please explain it to me. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Oh, Lord Jesus. CC.
Cherish,
Some
break it
men
down for
can
me.
go
I don't
all the way
understand.
and then the woman is feeling nothing.
Thank you,
Then
Sherry.
they go all the way.
Let
They're
me,
saying it's
let
feeling.
me talk this one. CC one run. When CB mentioned 3 inches, you are our professor here. You are breaking it down for me all the way so that I understand. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
You are breaking it down so that I will understand. When
Mm-hmm.
CB mentioned 3 inches. Now I'm talking about long paradise that is very long, that
Okay.
hood cannot get to the promised land, and you my question now, bad person this CC, you don't be my friend again, you are a bad where are you doing, Gary?
The visuals is hilarious.
Sisters everywhere. Sister she said the guy disappeared. All I wanted to ask is this.
Okay, go on.
So, Sissy, please now. You know, I've seen a lot of brother that said, "Oh, when I want to get married, my wife must be tall. I don't want to be having short kids. She has to be at least 5'8", at least 6 feet. I like tall women." And we in the brotherhood, we know that many tall women have the tendency to have a very long, deep paradise.
Okay.
So when we see a brother that say, "Oh, I want a tall woman, she must be tall," during locker talk, we knew that, bro, are you sure you can satisfy this woman?
Oh, okay. The tools that he's carrying, is it big enough to handle the job?
The problem is, when the woman is tall, even if you have 14 inches, some of them you just have to stress your life out before you can hit the paradise. Let me just tell you, ladies, one secret. You see, men like to, when men go, they want to hear this. You see? Are you hearing that? Men want to hear. Now, if they are not hearing that, there is a problem. Okay? And that is why many of them will start complaining. So what I wanted to ask, Sissy, before you take comment, you finish this show for me. What I wanted to ask is, when the paradise is very long, what would be your recommendation? Simbi, you too. Simbi, you are a tall girl. Come here. Come and explain this one. No, run away. When the paradise is long, you love this man loves you, and the gbola is gbolaing. What should the man do in order so both of them can derive satisfaction? Oh yeah, over to you, sisters. Who want to go first?
He can use penis extension.
Eh? Oh Lord, CC.
You can use the extender. If it's not long enough to hit that hole or to go to the depths of the paradise, he can use an extension.
Bro, Zachariah. I'm really right now. Sissy, you are doing a bad job for me today.
I'm being serious, please, ladies in the comments. Is that not true? What is he supposed to do?
I didn't know that.
Ben, I said this the last time, even with the 3 inches. The person's size is something that you cannot help. If your tool cannot do the job, either you tap out or you have to find alternatives. And if you want to hit that extra depth that you're talking about, maybe she have to lie down, put the pillow underneath to bring up her hip, and then the guy enter. That's a good position. Okay, but then maybe what if he's not able to still? Then you can use extension. There's those extender things that couples can use. It's like
that your extension recommendation will not work for my brotherhood. You are indirectly telling the man that he is inadequate. Come on now.
No, you're trying to help. You're trying to satisfy one another, right? It's just an aid to assist. It's just assisting him doing the job of going deeper. right? If it's too long, or you can, like I said, it's always about positioning. Learn different positions that you can try. One that's really good is lying down, having the woman kind of have the pillow underneath to raise up and, you know, tilt your pelvis at a certain angle. Then you'll be feeling deeper. Stuff like that you can do when the guy enters from the mid. I don't know how to explain it, but you enter from a side, like at the side, not straight on the side, in between, like a scissors. Like if you put your fingers together, put your two fingers together,
like this.
yeah, and the other one, and put it in between. Exactly, put them in between. So you go in each other sideways. That's another good position to make.
Sissy.
I'm being serious.
I'm a Brooklyn guy. Oh, brother Zachariah.
I'm teaching you. I'm being serious. I'll send you pictures in the thing. But yeah, try different positions. If not, if it doesn't work, you need to use penis extender to aid you in your mission. There's nothing wrong with it.
God punish devil. No. So, what would be your advice to ladies who are currently experiencing this? They are tall and their man is struggling to hear that. Ooh. What would you advise them?
They should just fake it to make his ego feel fine. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Because
no faking. No faking.
We started this series with women.
On faking. There you go. I would put down a 360.
Okay. Sherry's Oliver say if it's long, they should do cowgirl. Okay, cowgirl. Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
The woman on top.
Right.
That's a good one.
Way to you guys are missing something, please. Even when you say
go on.
Or even when you say women on top, for a tall lady, that is is still gonna lead to the same result. You have to teach her where to place her leg so that she can create like a short block.
How tall is the person? You're going on like the person is a giraffe with a hippo. I'm not understanding the difference in height.
Let's start with 6, 5. In fact, any ladies from 5'8" upward, you should know what I'm talking about.
And
here.
the guy is how tall? The guy is what, 5 foot?
The height of a guy sometimes really don't come to play when we are talking about this tall lady. Okay, let me give you an example. Welcome back, Sister Olivia, anyway. So let me give you an example. Do you know why all those basketball players and American football players, do you know why they cheat on their woman?
Because they have accessibility to a lot of women.
Not just that. Most time, watch any basketball player that the wife is 6 foot tall. A lot of basketball players are usually 6.2, 6.4, 6'6", like that. Anyone that the wife is 6 foot tall, their marriages rarely last. It doesn't last because they will end up cheating on her with a shorter woman. Just do that research.
Ben.
Do the research.
We'll check it. I'm not believing that.
Just check it out. A lot of them, when cheating occurs, go and check the lady they are cheating with.
So are you saying that they're getting lost in the promised land? They're not reaching the promised land.
It's part of the problem. Look, you ladies, you don't hear locker room talk. That's why I'm just opening all this now, because I don't even have anywhere I'm running to. So
that's true. That's true. Well, it's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But
so
I'll
the lesson I want us to learn from this is that if you are a tall lady, maybe there is need to have some conversation with your man. Your man don't want to admit that, oh, I'm really not deriving satisfaction. He might be getting you there as a tall lady, but there are certain things a man expects when he's in action. If he's not getting all those things, it won't work. Sister Olivia, welcome back. Sister Olivia, what do you want to help us? Hello, Sister Olivia.
Oh, what happened? She did when?
Yeah, she's here, but maybe network. Olivia. Okay, Simbi. What would you
Uncle
contribute
Ben.
to this one in terms of height? You know you are tall too. So tell me, you are tall and you are skinny. So you should be learning now. What would be your
Okay. I This is the first time I'm hearing that a man can be frustrated if he's not hitting the promised land. Is that, are you not talking about the womb? Why do you want to
Nope.
go?
I just don't want to mention it.
Why do you want to hit the womb? Why? That's my question. Why?
Okay. Okay.
Too much.
It's not even. It's not even possible.
See, when man going, the man he don't expect the woman to take it all fully. When you're taking it all fully and it's watching your body response, and your body response is not giving him what he wanted, because if he can hit a roadblock, certainly it will shock you. You either jerk or you do something. If he's not getting it, he's not deriving enough fun. No. You are the only one deriving a lot of fun there. In
Yeah, but
case you
then to me, this is not about the. It's not about the depth. It goes back to the Kegels. Then to me, it's like that lady just needs to work on her Kegels, because you know that you can. I can personally, my own experience, those are my skills. You can be inside, but you can be gripping it. There's some actions that you can be doing that it can be gripping it for the guy, right? So you
Listen,
can feel it.
yes.
There's exercises you can do as a lady when it enters that you'll be feeling like, oh, he's being sucked in, but you're doing those exercises yourself, right? So
Yeah.
when you're saying this promised land and it's just there, that means that the lady needs to work on her Kegels where she's
Yeah.
able to kind of grip and release to give the guy that feeling, because you're not entering anybody's womb. That thing of shifting womb is not possible. Your womb
Hey,
is all the way up somewhere else.
you see, now you are talking. You are now going to the direction I expect you to go. What I wanted to teach the ladies, you are now mentioning it. Simbi, you saying something?
Yeah, most people are saying the curved ones are better because it touches all the corner or something.
Oh, hell no. Don't give me any curves, anything. Don't like it.
Welcome. Welcome, Sister Tonia. How are you doing?
But that lady said they want the curved ones. So,
Nah. It's
See,
painful. No, thank you.
I think there is a technique. I will share the link on
Please share it in the group, because I need to understand what you're talking about.
I will share the link so that women can learn. There is this body movement that one of the research that I did, it pops out. Sister Olivia, I see your network is really giving you challenges. So the lady in that video teaches how a woman can control the down there, that there are certain moves you will make that will actually give the man the result he wanted. So I will share the link. I think I highlighted it somewhere before. I'll go and find it. I will share it. I just want you guys to learn, because sometimes men do complain too. He might be doing everything, even though he's well endowed, he's doing everything, you are having fun, you come all the time, but he's not getting the result he wanted. Remember in one of our show when we were still discussing this issue, I mentioned that sometimes if you are faking it, an experienced man will know, because there are certain moves he will make and he knew what your body response should be. So if he makes those moves a couple of times and he's not getting that response, he's no longer interested. That is why sometimes you see that as a tall lady, a guy might be chasing you, everything is dying all over you, and then all of a sudden you guy went in and do, and the next thing the guy just don't want to see you again. And then you start wondering what happened. But we had a great time. Why is he avoiding me? It's like that. So you have to learn those techniques. Now that we've spoken about a whole lot of things here, let's start right. What?
Sorry.
You laughing, Sissy. let's start rounding up. Let me see if there is anything we haven't covered on today's topic. We spoke about low libido already, and then we also spoke about Tonya. I alerted Tonya. I'm coming. Uncle Beno. Okay. Yeah. We talk about ED, we talk about sex toy, and now we talk about your marriage. So if anybody have any question, please drop it. Don't worry, those questions you cannot ask your husband. Ask me. I will try to answer the best I can. And those questions you can ask your wife, ask. May we talk about that now. The bottom line, that what I would just tell everybody is that communication is key. I've always said it, that if you want to enjoy your marriage or your relationship, make your partner your best friend. Once your partner is your best friend, there is absolutely nothing under the blue sky that you people cannot share or talk about.
Absolutely.
Are you with me on that one?
Absolutely. 100%. Even things that are embarrassing. I don't think, I feel like I find it weird when people, you can have sexual intercourse with somebody, you can have a child with somebody, you can get married, but then to discuss something that's relating to your sexual life or your finances, people are like, oh, I don't know. So, I mean, who should you be talking to these things about? It's weird. That person has to be your friend. They have to be your be all and everything, you know? So if you can't talk to them about even the most embarrassing things, then that person is not for you, you know? So friendship and communication go hand in hand, definitely.
You know, one joke I used to throw around when it comes to friendship and relationship is that if your partner have to hide farting from you, your partner want to fart and then they have to go and hide. You are still not best friend yet.
I mean, I don't know. I get it, but I don't want to fart in front of my man.
No, I'm just saying. You see, there is a level you get to. You can be in bedroom,
of course,
having action, everything. You just fart, and you people will just laugh about it. That is,
that's true.
That is
you
one
laugh
of
about when it's smelling awful.
Mm-hmm. Listen, girl. You see, there are some things that you do to measure how close you are with your partner. Let me give you an example. You know, since we're discussing this intimacy topic, you know, for instance, if you guys are having doggy, I learned this and they told me, and at least some of you can also testify.
Oh, is it that air that will be pushing out?
That air to thank you. You know, women say it, and I laugh. And if you are a friend of your partner, you guys are really, really close. You get how your man go they hit from back, papo, and then the thing will just come, pra. And the next thing you will both just be laughing.
That's true.
Your partner will full throw joke. It will be like, what happened, madam? But then, you know, you guys just laugh about it, you know. Even a woman that is very free with you, we just look at you and say, hey, don't you know the way you are doing the air is coming in? I have to release it. You know, there are just so many things that you have to check. If you and your partner are not doing those things, you are not really best of friends. For instance, if you and your partner are eating, if like maybe me and my wife we are guilty of this one. If we are eating, we like to eat together and we like to drag meat. We drag fish. I usually claim the head of the family. You give me the head of the fish. This woman will put the head of the fish in the plate with meat and every other thing. And then the next thing, by the time this woman take 2 rolls of pounded yam, she will grab the head of the fish. It's usually the first point where we start issue first, because that fish belongs to me. You are not supposed to grab it. But just because she just want to like find my trouble, she will grab the fish. We start from. So there are just so many things that you do that tells you that this is my paddy. For instance, you are in the bathroom, you are in the toilet. You can't take tissue paper or something or want it to go and give your partner there. You people are not friends yet too. You are still pretending. You are still doing, how do they call it?
High service.
I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
It's true, Ben. I understand you 100%.
If you are friends with your person, Like in the morning, a man who is really good, who is really fit, every morning between 4:30, 5:30, 6, the gbola supposed to be strong. It might not be super strong, but the gbola, because you have reserved urine in your bladder, everything, that morning your gbola is supposed to strong. Like a woman who is so free with you, she can grab it right there. Say, guy, she can just grab it, and then you'll be like, auntie, leave me. There are just some nasty things that that you cannot do this thing with anybody except somebody you really, really like and trust and is your friend. So when you guys get to that level that you can throw banter, you can do everything as if you are friends and you are really close, people like that usually don't have issue in bedroom. It's very, very easy to fix your bedroom issue when you are that playful and that close with your partner. So please, I think our next section will be on how to create friendship between partners. Maybe if we are sharing some tips, it can help. Because for me, I see that this thing is like the pillar of my own personal marriage. Me and my wife, we play a lot. We play too much. Sometimes thank God, Sissy know my side chick. Sometimes she will be like, you guys are doing like babies. Like, do your own. Let us do our baby. We play a lot. It's funny. Like, it's so easy that, for instance, if my madam want action and I'm not ready for action, we will just talk about it. Just be like, well, madam, just leave me, Gary. I know they do today. I don't tire. I know they do. You won't kill me. Wait till happen. Now, person bomb me. And then she too will go on her own and say, lie, oh, you owe me. Then we might end up negotiating as, okay, no worry. Just spare me today. I haven't slept enough. Let me sleep. Tomorrow, na me and you. I swear, na me and you, And a lot of things, you can literally resolve so many things if your wife is your friend, if your husband is your friend. Nothing go there too big for you to talk. MOP, Baba, you welcome. MOP,
Hey, MOP.
leave me here since where CC they pretend say she don't know what now they talk.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Baba.
I was trying to unmute. Say how often, Uncle? I have questions for you, Uncle Beno. How often do you have to say no like this? This one they say I beg, leave me alone to auntie.
Oh, you see, when you're me, I thank God you are longer married just like me. The thing is, my madam can read the mood. Like, if I have to say no, she already know that definitely maybe something is going on. For instance, me personally, let me just be a little vulnerable here. I'm a very emotional person. I don't like having Kiriwa just for the sake of Kiriwa. I want to enjoy it. I want you to enjoy it.
You want to connect.
So, yeah. So if something is really bothering me like mad, it can be business, it can be work, it can be a project that I'm working on that is stressing me out. I think a lot of men who are goal-oriented, we know what I'm talking about here. If I set my hands to something, I want to accomplish it, all my thought, everything is around that thing. Sex is the least thing on my table at that moment. Although my madam walks around this, because even sometimes she helps me, she will come in, and by the time she know the areas where I don't even let her touch. But by the time she grab 1, 2, 3 places, it will take my mind off. We go into the mode. But if it's really something that I am really, really tired, for instance, weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is usually not a good time for me. Is when I have gigs, because on my gigs I spend longer hours. If I have to go to Dallas, for instance, I drive 3 hours to Dallas, and then I will be on my feet for like maybe another 10, 11 hours. Then we will drive 3 hours back. So by the time I get to, madam already knew that Sunday, nothing did happen. And if the coverage that I went for is like a club coverage where we have to do a lot of rounds, even by Monday, nothing is happening. So she already know. So if madam make me, I'll just be like, auntie, I take God, beg you, unless you won't carry that body me like this. And she
answer the question though.
I answered. I said,
how often do you have to say no like this?
When I don't feel like it, I will say no. And then if I see that this no might put me in trouble, then I could just play along.
Have to do.
Yeah.
So is this once a month or once every other week or once a year that you say?
No, maybe sometime 3 months. If we never say anything like no.
Okay.
It's not like that. I'm just saying that the understanding is there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I get you.
The understanding is there.
Right. Now you were saying something though. Hello to everybody. Sorry. You were saying something just now. Friendship. That once you have friendship, that everything else become easy, which I agree with 100%. Right. But I want to ask you: is there some kind of exception here? Because earlier on you were talking about if it do sex toy that it makes you feel some type of way or something. I don't know exactly how you put it.
Yeah, what happened is we were having a conversation. I played a video. I guess you might miss the video. I will share it to the Prestige family. Sissy actually sent that video to me.
And I sent part 1. You have to see part 1, but yeah, share it.
I did too. So in the video, there are 2 couples that are having the same issue. One lady, the first couple, the lady is complaining that the husband is not satisfying her. He's a 2 minutes man. He's not hitting her G spot and all that. And then the husband begin to do bedroom exercise.
Right.
After bedroom exercise, he hop on the woman push her, come on, say no do anything. Then the woman even saying they sleep, the guy vex. Then the other couple, the man was complaining that after childbirth, the wife becomes kind of loose, respectfully to all my mothers in the house. So he was complaining that the woman become kind of loose, he's not enjoying sex and everything. So he has a side chick. And then the woman responded that the man is not touching her the way she wants to be touched. So she now went for sex toy. So the man now replied that was disrespectful to him, that how come in his matrimonial bed, after Kiriwa, the wife will now carry a toy and begin to and that's why I'm saying that for African men, there are some of us that we can't stand it. And I say for me particularly,
right,
if a woman should buy sex toy, from the day you show me the sex toy, this is just me. I'm just being honest. From the day you show me the sex toys, I'm already losing interest. Because to me, in my brain, that is like, oh, you don't need me anymore. Yeah, and why? Because you know, I'm just saying it. Sometimes
now my question would be so even though she's your friend and all this is where you draw the line with the friendship. As a friend, she can't come to you and say, babe, let's
exactly. Please talk the talk, MLP.
Now I get where you are going, MOP. Here is the thing. You are my friend. You feel dissatisfied. Let's talk about it.
No, it's not dissatisfied though. That's the assumption.
But this is what I said before. I don't know why men think it's not a tool to replace you in the bedroom. For most women, I can speak for most women. I myself use it as an aid to heighten everything that we're doing. It's not to replace my man.
Exactly.
You can't replace my man. But it's just something to use as an extra aid. Like people that dress up. Some people do dress up. They wear all these funny outfits. They'll be doing role play. That spices the relationship. The person dressing up is not adding or taking away anything. Just like with sex toys.
Absolutely, Cynthia. I was about to say, when you said spice up, I was about to ask him, does he believe, Uncle Beno, do you and our African traditional brothers, do you believe in spicing up sex life?
Of course, you can spice it up. But
so why didn't we assume that she wasn't satisfied? Why didn't we use the word spice to make assumptions that somebody is not satisfied? You don't have to be not satisfied to want to spice up.
Okay, MOP. Yes, I don't know if you are getting where I'm coming from. It's a different stroke for different people. That's just what I'm saying.
That's true.
Some men are into all these, do whatever work. So far, they are both having fun. And there are some men that just feel like, you know what? You going for this option, that is you telling me I'm inadequate.
Are you saying that there are some men that are not into spicing up their sex life?
Everybody are into spicing up their sex life. It depends.
Wait, oh no, it can't be an exception. How's that an exception?
No, there is MOP.
You said everybody's into what they're into. I'll be something, whatever you just said.
Yeah, everybody has how they spice up their own.
Okay, so everybody's into spicing up. We agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
But for you personally, your line is where we're talking about toys. At that point, they lose you. You don't want
For me, yes, that's why I use myself as an example.
But could it be coming from you making an assumption that she's not satisfied by you? Could that be coming from that place?
Said it in another way.
You said she's not, like, at that point, the way you interpret it is that you don't need me anymore. That's what.
Yes, that's what you interpret it as.
Could that be the reason why you're drawing the line at that? Is that your interpretation, the reason why you're drawing the line? Because it doesn't have to be sex toys. Sometimes, this issue that we're talking about, sometimes if a woman dressed in too short a skirt for some traditional men, and I quote unquote, right?
Yeah,
that's their draw. This is the same issue. It's just different element, right? And we draw all these different lines, right? Now, I agree with you 100% that everything is not for everybody, right?
Yeah,
I agree 100% on that one. But is the reason behind you drawing the line that I'm highlighting, which is you said it yourself. You said at that point too, I'm hearing that you don't need me anymore. That's what I'm picking up. Not the fact that you don't, because some people say I don't want leaked plates. There are women that don't like their plates leaked too. We have all these things everywhere, right? But their reason oftentimes is they're close-minded, and that behavior shows up in other ways in life.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, everybody have their thing going. For instance, if a woman, if not for white people, when we were born in Africa, did anybody know anything about sex toys?
Who said sex toys is from Africa?
Yes.
Where are you from, Ben? Come on now, go and do the research very well.
I've never heard of sex toy growing up. I don't know. It depends on how person going. Me,
did you know that Yoruba culture, that women did not change their last name to their husband's name before white people? Did you know that?
I don't know.
There's a lot of things we don't know, right? Yeah. That's the point. There's a lot of things we don't know. I mean, history. We didn't even use our father's name. We didn't use surnames. We had our own name, period. They might say you from Idile, from this person's family, but we didn't write names, remember? Right? Yeah. So there's a lot of things that we are making assumptions actually from a place of, the whitey taking over and doing what they did, There's a lot of assumptions that we're making there. The reality is that we cannot put Keriwa in a box. That's all I'm saying.
At all.
When you're married, I don't think it's fair, because now that you're saying, I'm not going to use you as an example directly, but I'm just saying, if I'm married, right? There's nothing that's off the table for me and my husband. I'll be honest. So I feel like if there's something that I want to try, I feel like he should at least want to try first. My thing is, I'll try anything once. If I don't like it, I'm not trying it again. But to not try it at all, and then to conclude that I'm making you redundant because I want to try this thing, how do you expect the person to come to you and be open and say, oh, babe, I want to try this, when immediately the first thing is going to be, it's because maybe he's going to feel inadequate, or he's going to feel like I'm replacing him. No, I just want to spice up the relationship. I want to bring a little element. I want to keep it sexy. Forever is a long time to be doing the same Keriwa for the rest of your sexual relationship in a marriage, to me personally. That's why it's important to bring different things and spice things up and not have a closed mind and say, I don't want to try this. Because like I said before, sex in marriage is not always about yourself. It's about it's being dutiful, right? Sex is your duty for the other person. So sometimes you may not want to do something, but because it may please that person, you have to back down and just do it.
Exactly.
That's just it.
Let me put some context here. Then maybe you, MOP, and CC, Simbi, we chip in. Now, just an example, it's just a question for us to have a context to. CC, would you agree if your husband come home one day and brought another man and say, I think it gives me satisfaction. If I watch another man making love to you, I'm just saying
another man.
It's happening in the Western world. There is happening. Just in the context. Are you laughing? Who is laughing there?
Nice.
Really, Ben? Come on.
Yo, no, I'm asking, would you agree? Because your husband said, oh, baby, he can give me sex.
Yeah, you've gone too far.
No.
Do you know what? If he bought a guy and said that he wants me to sleep with, I'm be like, why? No, that's off the question, because to me that's cheating. So that's not gonna be, just like I wouldn't come and bring another woman and be like, oh, I want to be doing twosome or threesome with this person. But I think adding another person into the bed, that's not what I'm talking about. Adding inanimate objects into a bedroom, dressing up, a dildo, a rose, sexual toys or enhancers, creams, getting whipped cream from the fridge or strawberries. These are inanimate things. This is not a whole another person. So that example is not the same.
So
because that's a different level.
For me, right, Uncle Beno.
Yeah.
Good question. Okay, nice pushback. Okay. The problem with the question, however, is that number one, what Cynthia just said. But some people can still say, well, we're trying to spice things up, right?
Yeah.
If you recall, the main is your reason for the pushback that I'm questioning. Not that you actually have preferences. It's okay to have preferences.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely okay for somebody to say, I don't want nobody, I don't want mouth on anywhere around my private.
Mm-hmm.
Man or woman, it's absolutely okay to say that and just leave it alone and just say that's your preference. Is your reason that you said that I'm tackling, that your reason was that at that point you just say you don't want me anymore, you don't want to be. See, some people can actually want to bring another person into the bed, and it's not because they don't want you, they want both of you.
That is them.
But that's my point. My point is that it doesn't your question of it means you don't need me is not accurate. They might actually need you. They need the two of you, right? On top of
MOP. You can thank God you are a coach. You can do this research. Just do like a sample. You just send them a survey question to as many Nigerian men you have rapport with as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Just let them tell you the reason why they wouldn't go for a sex toy.
No, but I've done that. Let me give you the answer.
Now, just to clarify.
Let me give you the answer now.
Okay.
It's very quick. Okay. Most of them wouldn't do it with their wife. They do with some strange random chick.
But they won't do it with their wife, right?
Yes. So that means it's disingenuous. Majority of them saying that they're being disingenuous when they say that. It's a matter of attraction. It's a matter of they want to see the wife at home in a certain light. It's a matter of close-mindedness when you really start to dig through it.
Yeah, but what I'm suggesting is this. Well, okay, maybe from my point of view, if somebody says, "Oh, baby, I think I need a dildo," what I will ask is, "What?" Sissy, I've started laughing again.
Sorry. Sorry.
No, if somebody
when you ask why, it's giving your feeling insecure already of that dildo.
Exactly, because the problem is you're already thinking a lot of women are not out here buying. I said this to you already. A lot of women are not out here buying 16, 20-inch dildos. That's not what women are buying. As sex toys for women, that's not, maybe that's what men think from watching porn, but women are not out here buying dildos. Maybe that's for gay men.
By the way, the men are watching the porn too. The ones that say their wife cannot do certain things, they're also watching the same.
But my thing is, women are not really out here buying penetrative dildos that look like phalluses. That's not 90% of women are not rushing out and buying those. Women are buying.
On the screen?
Huh?
What is this?
Even most of these things, do you know what women are using? They're using that. I don't even think that's even a vibrator. That looks like a butt plug. That's it at the bottom.
This one here.
That's not. That's like
this one
going in your butt.
With three rings.
That's for men. I think that's for men.
These are a lot of things. Maybe the only thing that looks like a vibrator, but even a lot of women, I don't think they're really even using these.
Party.
It looks like something out of that 50 Shades of Grey. A lot of women are not using this. A lot of women are using like little discreet bullets, very small, very cute, like lipsticks that, you know, unassuming, right? And they're using roses. Women are, a lot of women, we're not really stimulated by being penetrated. I've said this thing to you guys before. This pounding thing that men have an obsession with, a lot of women are not coming from being pounded endlessly, right? Women are more sexually satisfied when they're stimulated outside your clitoris, your breast, whatever, right? And a lot of the toys on the market is not these toys that women are running for, because these toys need to be pushed inside you. They're using things like roses, things that are very, very what is it, unintimidating for a man. You use it together in a couple, you look at it, you'll think, oh my god, what is this? The thing will just be sucking. If you don't want to give your woman head, you can be using that toy to supplement the head that you're not giving her. Is that not adding to her pleasure?
Shout out to Sister Natu.
Uncle Beno, let me say this for our brothers, right?
All right.
And I'm saying it from listening to women for I've been listening to women for a long time. Not listening to take what they say as rule, but at least to know who I'm trying to serve, to know who we're trying to, right? That's the whole point of, you know, active listening, right? What I've heard them really emphasize for the most part, normal women, I'm not talking about women coming out of a Didi's party. Normal women, what helps and what they're asking for is just a little enhanced stimulation around the clit. That goes a long way. See that thing that you just pulled out, that you just took the picture out. That's what most men picture in their head.
Exactly, which is very intimidating. Even for me as a woman, I don't want that stuff going inside my body. No, thank you.
Most women are not.
You must collect and CC because you are the proponent of using
Of what?
Weapons of massive.
That's not true. Do you know the funny thing? I said it to you already. I'm not really as sexually free as I am. Vibrators and dildos is not my thing at all. But I use it with my partner because he loves to please, right? And I actually enjoy it more. He bought me like a vibrator. We use it together, right? It's one of these ones that you can program. He lives in another country most of the time. I live in London. When we're not together, you can put that thing, you get really sexy. Let me not expose myself, but you know, do a little action. A little action. But yeah, you can put that thing. He can be controlling it from where he is. He can be controlling it. Is that not exciting? Is that not fun? That's exciting. That's exciting to me. It's got nothing to do with replacing him, because I know when I see him, it's on and popping, and that's the real goodies that I want. This one is just to take off the edge when you're feeling horny.
You know, when you watch too many Hollywood or Nollywood movies.
Yeah, all of these things. I mean, come on.
Most women, they don't care for this. Let me even shock you. Women don't even care for a prick inside of them
at all.
Like inside, like I heard somebody say earlier. I was like, why? They don't even care. See, but if you know how to take care of a woman, by the time you put inside, it's for your own good. She will still enjoy it because she's connected to you. But if all you're thinking is just stuff inside her all the time,
stuffing you like a Christmas turkey. No, thank you. It's not it. All I need is for you to handle that area. You don't even need to penetrate sometimes, okay? Most women will tell you. And what about women that maybe they've had some trauma or they can't be penetrated? So what are you going to do if that's the type of wife that you have? Are you going to not have any care at all? You have to find other ways. And a lot of the other ways are using these aids. I said an aid, a sexual aid. Maybe when you change the language and stop calling it dildo, stop calling it this, it will not be so intimidating. Because to me, a lot of women are not out here buying these really obnoxious. Even for me, I'm looking at them like, what the hell is that thing going? Not inside my body to mess up my pH balance. Absolutely not. So... So you just have to change your mindset. Change the mindset of how you think about it. It's just an aid to enhance what you already are doing well. Who doesn't need that?
Sorry, Uncle Beno, one last thing.
Yeah.
You said something earlier. You said she was like, babe, I don't know how you said it. Can we use this? Like she pulled out a dildo. and then she said, babe, can you use this? more likely than none, she knows the kind of mind not you in particular, but husband, right?
That her husband has.
Yeah, she's not gonna do that. She's gonna just dodge and use it. She's gonna use it behind you. She's gonna satisfy herself behind you. But guess what? She's gonna disconnect and disconnect and disconnect further away from you. Eventually, she will really now have no need of you. You know what I'm saying? Or it looks like a woman who is turning a person. See, a lot of time when people say women are weaponizing sex, I say yes, they are. But have you asked further questions? Do you know everything else that's going on behind the scenes? A lot of men are not too connected to what's going on behind the scenes, because before somebody pulls out anything that looks unconventional, they shut it down before they even hear it, you know. So she's probably not going to even say, hey babe, can we try this? Because she already knows she's gonna get a no.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. And when you do things in secret, I think that spoils the relationship. Why? You know, what's the point? If you need to be hide, the video that I sent you after, you need to watch it, Ben. It will make sense. It's actually what we're talking about, but you will see what starts happening, right? But I don't believe in being with somebody and then doing something that you want to enjoy together secretively. Then, I mean, it's just as good as you cheating, really, to be honest. So just be open-minded. Not everything is a threat.
Yeah, basically what I would recommend is this. Know your man, know your woman. If sex toy makes it works for you guys, embrace it. If it's not gonna work for you guys, it's better you discuss it. If you guys have to separate, you separate, so that I don't go bring wahala later. And I'm saying that because do you know what it means for a man to be able to satisfy his woman? It means a lot. If a man felt that, I think my wife actually derives satisfaction from using all these things, and it's okay with him to go ahead and use it together, that is fine, absolutely. But for a man who pretends, because the problem here is men, we talk about men a lot. I'm just trying to emphasize some of the things that my brotherhood we do, so that we could just know how to nip some of this problem in the bud. Some men may feel inadequate even while they support you, just because they feel like, oh, it makes her happy and all that. The day they will hop out there and discover that there is another woman who doesn't require all those instruments, all those weapons of massive destruction, before he can satisfy her, that man is going stylishly. So, like a man of prestige suggested, and everybody have pointed out, a lot of people pointed out in the comment, it's okay for a lot of couples to do whatever works for them, to use sex toys and use everything. It's adequate, it's 100% okay. But I'm just saying, for the sake of your marriage, because I'm coming from an angle that if you said you want this, my question would be, why do you need it? That is me like saying, let us discuss. Definitely, maybe there is something I'm not doing right that I can fix. Are you getting me now?
You can't fix, because you can't do three things at the same time.
Hey, okay. Why should I now marry a woman that want me to do 5 things at the same time? You know, we are this is relationship issue. It's a serious matter. That's why when it keeps coming back in our backstage, I just feel like, man, it's time we talk about this thing. Marriage is not a gario.
Why do you as a man need to be so insecure that you're going to walk away from your marriage, your relationship, because of an inanimate object? That's ridiculous.
That's
ridiculous.
That is one way to look at it, that, why this man is not an understanding man
at all.
But here's the thing. If
you need to see a counselor, and work through your issues.
If I can satisfy you, you can't satisfy me.
Nobody's saying that. If nobody's saying that you cannot. If your wife came to you and said, babe, you are doing the job. All I'm asking for is something a little extra. It's like when you eat the same soup every day. Can you eat what's your favorite soup? What's
Hold
your
on.
favorite soup?
Hold on,
Can you
Cece.
eat that soup every day and not get tired? Do you know what? I can make stew, right? I make stew, right? Like chicken stew, whatever, meat stew. Do you know I switch up the way I make the stew because after a while I get tired of the taste of eating the same stew.
Of course.
I'm not changing, I'm not getting rid of the meal. I'm just changing the ingredients so that it tastes a little bit different. Even when my kids eat it, they'll be like, oh, mom, stew again? I'm like, no, taste it. They'll taste the stew. They'll be like, oh, this tastes so nice. What's different? You've just added a little more. I don't know. You blended something. You've added this. You smoked this. Maybe the food is it's still chicken stew. You've just added different ingredients. That's how you need to think about it. You're not changing anything. You're not being told that you're inadequate. It's not that you're not performing well. The person just wants you to add a little sprinkle. Like I said, forever is a long time to be having the same type of sex. That's just what it is.
I'm laughing because we are from different generations.
Stay in your generation. Don't worry. I'm going to drag you to my generation. You'll get there. Surely, slowly but surely, you'll get here.
We are from different generations.
No, we're going to drag you to this generation. You have to. But my sister has to be experiencing a rose. She has to be experiencing vibrator. You can't be oppressing her in the bedroom with no vibrator. Come on now.
All I'm saying is this, Cece. All I'm saying is this. It's important to discuss many of these things before you say I do.
Absolutely.
That's just what I'm saying. As I am right now, thank God. I thank God for my life. If I have to do this all over again with another person, we're still going to discuss all these things. If I know that I can't work with what you had going, there is no need agreeing that, I will blend. I will simply say, I'm sorry, I can't do this. Personality differs. Sure, you feel me?
But this is not a personality thing. This is just, I think it's just down to just being selfish.
No, I think you are
absolutely
looking at it should be accepted. People should just accept it.
But if we're in a relationship and I'm saying, babe, I want to try this, but your blocker is because you feel inadequate, and I'm telling you, babe, it's not because you're inadequate. I just want to spice up the relationship, but you're still doing coconut head and saying no because you want to end the relationship because I've introduced. Come on, it's the extreme. It's a bit too extreme of a reaction for something that should be, at least you should try and then make up your mind. But like I said, sex is not always about what you want to do, what satisfies you 24/7. Sometimes you have to do things that may satisfy the person because you're in the relationship and you want to please them. You will do it.
You do things that satisfy you both.
Not always. Do you know how many women are having sex with their husband that they don't want to have sex with them, but because it's your duty as a wife, you're having sex with the guy?
Okay, why would you marry a husband you don't want to have sex with?
I'm not saying that they don't want to have sex in the sense that they hate the person. It's like sometimes the stresses of life, you're not getting me, Ben. The stresses of life, you don't want to have sex all the time. That's just like you gave the example. When you come home, your wife can be understanding. That's the same thing. But there's a lot of women that even in those moments, even though maybe you won't want to, because you want to please your man and he wants it, right? This man is doing everything for you. He's a good person. Is he going to kill you for just 10 minutes to give him what he wants? Even though in the moment you're not 100% on it, you still do it because that's your duty as a wife. It's going to satisfy him, right? That's just what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you hate the person you're having sex with. No, I'm just saying it's not all the time in marriage relationships you're going to always do things sexually that you want to do in the moment. No, sometimes you do it because it's pleasing to the other person. And that should be where your pleasure is coming from, not in the act only.
Okay,
does that make sense?
From
pleasing the other person. Yes.
Is that not what everybody is doing in marriage? Is that not why we should be in marriage?
You not using vibrator, is that pleasing everybody? That's pleasing yourself.
See, everybody has what they can take and what they can take. Honestly, it's fine. honestly speaking. But I just like to be honest because I know there are some African brothers that may share the same sentiment. It's okay if you want to use vibrator. It's okay if you want to use dildo. It's okay even if you want your man to help you with it. But the point I'm trying to make is you better make sure that man is not pretending. That's all I'm saying. We are here to learn, of course. Things can change tomorrow, but to avoid wahala, all these people that are breaking up, divorcing up and down, do you think they are not using many of these things in their home? All those women that come to the Dr. Shola and say, Dr. Shola, my husband is not touching me. My husband is not. Do you think they are not using it? They all have it.
How would they use it if their husband is not touching?
So that's why I'm just saying that, look, we just have to look at it a little bit from another angle. It's just very, very key. It's important to know if this person truly agree with this thing or if they are just pretending. I'll give you an example now. Here in America, it is cheaper to keep your wife than divorce. Sure,
everywhere. It's not just in America. Everywhere.
In Nigeria, it's not. In Nigeria, it's not cheaper. But I'm just saying, it is cheaper to keep your wife than to divorce her. So now, if for instance, as a man who has accomplished a couple of stuff, you've attained a lot of things yourself, and you know that your woman is introducing all these different things every day. If you understood the Abraham Maslow theory, you know that whatever gives satisfaction, after a while, we stop giving that satisfaction. It will move on to the next level. It will keep on moving. It will keep on moving. You definitely know that this woman will end up in a place where she will become unsatisfied. What do they call it?
Come on now. You're reaching.
I am not reaching. I'm just saying. So for some men, man, actually pretend that, oh, baby, let me help you. In fact, even if a woman is using sex toy, it makes the job a lot easier for a man. Because that means you don't even have to be climbing 3 times or 4 times in a week. If you really don't, if you have other things you are doing, you just know that, okay, madam, you need an open leg. You plug on.
Sorry, Uncle Beno, did you call me?
No.
Okay, all right, good. Because I had to engage a call real quick. I wasn't sure.
No problem, boss man. I mentioned your name, but not
Cynthia was like, no. I don't want to ego.
Oh, my boy is back. Baba, just continue to handle. Make I open door for my boy. He's back from school.
No, I'll handle. I thought you said you're on a call. Are you on a call?
No, I'm good. Cynthia, you go ahead.
Anyhow, let me just pick this boy from. I want to open door.
Okay, people in the comments, let me know. Drop a rose if you think sex toys is good or bad, or drop the eggplant sign if you think the cocky is better. Which one is right, or which is preferred, or both? I want to see in the comments.
Excluding Nigeria?
No. Excluding Nigeria from what? From the marriage is expensive or something?
Who knows?
Well, that's excluding Nigeria, because women are not living with anything in a marriage in Nigeria. You leave the man's house. You leave the man's house with what you came with, if you're lucky, isn't it? So it's not the same level. You're not getting spousal support, child support, all this big money that people are getting in America and abroad. So yeah, definitely excluding Nigeria. I think that's what Ben was saying.
What did you guys say about generation? Somebody was saying which year generation. What did you guys say about generation?
No, Ben was saying that he's in a different generation. That's why he can never relate to this sex toy thing. I'm like, it's not a generational thing. I think it's just about being progressive in a relationship. If you can't be married 50 years and be doing the same terroir antics, you'll become bored. Right. The person will become bored eventually. They may not say it to you, but that's how fast your marriage, the sex in the relationship will start dying. You can't be eating the same food every day and be satisfied. Come on. Talk less of a few years, 15, 20, 30 years.
That goes to tell you the problems that a lot of people encounter. A lot of men are literally operating from a place where they are in a different generation from their wives.
Yeah. but generation things change as you evolve. Every generation or every century, every few years, there's trends. Things are happening. But Ben is equating using dildo. The person will now progress and they'll become, I don't know, maybe he thinks they'll become a nymphomaniac. They'll start running around looking for the next fix to fix them sexually. I think that's what maybe his generation equate using sex toy to. You will just be progressing till you cannot be satisfied anymore. That's what you're saying, basically. It's like my mom says, oh, if you smoke tomorrow you'll become a drug addict. You from smoking you will just become, I don't know, a crackhead, just like that's the comparison that you've literally just made, to be honest. But I mean, it's a reach, but I get it.
Cherish is pointing something out there that is important too. Most African men are close-minded. I'm telling you, my sister, see, it's cool. All these sex toys, everything is really, really cool. In fact, if I show you my own sex toy now, you go run. You don't go believe. I'm kidding.
Show me. Send the picture in the chat. I want to see it.
Okay. If I show you, you go run, you not go believe. But anyway, I'm still gonna show you guys anyway. It's just a recommendation. I wanted to show it to men who might be struggling.
Uncle Beno, you said in a different generation. Do you know that I have 22, 23-year-old men that literally repeat the same rhetorics?
That I'm saying now, right?
Yes.
Honestly, MOP is different stroke for different people, you know. There are just
I think it's fear. I think it's fear.
Yeah, there are just some things that some people can't take. You just have to work your way around it, and if it is okay with your partner, you are cool. If your partner insists, it has to be done. And there are times that there are ways that you can actually change your partner's mind. Okay, it's because, like, for me, I'm just like, okay, if all my finger, my leg, my mouth, my everything can work, they are functional. Just tell me where you want me to go, make I go there. So far you are okay, I'm fine. If you are not okay, we go continue to define solution until you are okay. But it's just somehow, you know, trust is a big deal for African men too. It's okay for you to know that, okay, I've been away from my woman for 3 weeks. I've been away for 2 months. Oh, I'm missing her so bad. It's cool when you know that she's also missing you. But no. We got to go down here. That
Ben, this insecurity, it needs to be in. No, come on.
It's not insecurity. Oh,
it is. That's what it's rooted in.
Let me just explain it, Sissy.
Go on. Sorry, I want to interrupt.
Travels, maybe job or something. You travel 1 month. You are missing your wife. You know. I think one day MOP was asking me something about masturbation on MOP channel or something, and I said I don't do it. Yeah, there was one time we have discussions like this on your channel. And then we talk about masturbation and all stuff like that. And I said, for me, I don't do it. There's a reason I don't. Okay? Now, masturbation is more or less like a common thing for a lot of men or guys nowadays. I even saw a video. I don't know, maybe I shared that video. One way I saw it on TikTok. He didn't know they were recording him. Outside, though, he just did beside fence. They do the thing, go. So everybody is different. For me, if I travel maybe 1 month, I'm away from you. My heart is with you because I'm missing you badly already. So the more the days are counting that I'm coming back home, I'm already playing all the movie in my head. How me and you won't finish each other when I come. But now, imagine you traveled, you're not doing nothing, you are just, keeping it together.
The thing is that you're mixing too many things together. There's just there's so much going on in what you're saying. So first of all, let all the men that are crying masturbation all over the place. Let me just warn them. By the way, your wives are masturbating, just so you know.
Now you talk so. It's not all women that do that too. Not all women that. Who
Okay,
knows?
so you see, they drop 2 rows. What do you think rose is? If they're using rose by themselves behind your back, when you say you don't want to do it with them, what do you think that is? That's what they call, that's masturbation. No?
Precious. What she has, she drop rose. I did somebody drop rose somewhere to
Yeah. If you ask if your wife never entered group where they are sharing different types of sex toys before, you know go know. Okay, women are up to something. Okay, so wherever this fear is coming from, just know that there's more coming from there. The reality is that if you're looking forward to being with your wife, and not those are 2 different topics entirely.
Marriott. Mario troublemaker. Mario say, Asisi, that is what he's thinking. He think it's a gateway to Jezebel.
Exactly.
That's literally what I hear when men are talking about this.
So
stuff.
scared. Yeah.
They're scared shitless. And it's too late. If you have to be that scared, it's too late. Because you cannot put Kerewa in a box. You can't. Yeah. Now, we as an individual, you can say, I'm open. You see, what people need to come, it's not a lot. Men or women, it's not a lot. All you have to do is learn what your partner needs and take care of them.
That's it.
And you can improvise ways to take care of them.
Now you are speaking my language, Baba.
Yeah, but if you already draw a line on something specific, you can't hear them. It might be something so simple. Imagine, look at all the stuff you pulled out when most of them just want, what did they call it? A rose or something, a rabbit, something small, a lipstick that they can put in their bag, drop in their bag when you're away. But you're already thinking something large, like most women don't want that stuff inside of them. It's only in movies that you see that kind of stuff, but it's become a real problem because people they become close-minded. That's a bigger issue than the fact that she's using something to enhance Kerewa life, you know. So I think it's fear, Uncle Beno. That's my conclusion. It's fear, and it's not just older men.
It's irrational fear.
Yeah,
please.
I've heard 22, 23, 24, 25-year-old men say these things, but then in the same breath, when they start to have conversation about all the wild things they want to do with some strange girls, they go into
always these things.
And then you're like, wait, you were just talking that you don't want your wife to do, and then you're like, oh yeah, that one's different now. How's it different? How's it different? You know, look at what this guy is going. I'll be talking about that in a few minutes here. Look at what this guy is going through right now, using all that money to buy his fantasy, and now he's self-destructing himself. You know, so I think
which one of the guys is that?
Didi.
Oh, wait,
but this is what it becomes when people are close-minded. It becomes so when they see money and they see power, they don't know what to do with themselves. What human beings need is very, very small, just a little open-minded, just being open-minded a little bit before you go too far into that. And if there's something that you don't really like, say, no, I'm not interested in that, because you have the right to your own preferences as well. But to just completely be close-minded to the point that your partner does not even feel safe to share what they're going through, that's all I want to push against. Uncle Beno, in the same breath, right?
Yeah.
You see that deep breath?
Heavy breathing.
Nothing will replace me.
You see,
replace me.
In that same breath, right? Some people, because of the same fear, when they want to solve the problem of their sex life, they now go wild. They start talking about all this craziness, and they now start buying Jaruma's 250,000 naira stuff. When it's not, it doesn't even have to be that deep. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be that crazy. Just listen to what that person desires, right? And then help them accomplish it before you start to put stuff inside of them. You know, that conversation is really that simple, but we overthink it. We overthink it. Women too overthink it. So before you even say lick plates, I don't want nobody lick my plate. You're also close-minded, lady.
MOP, I no feel love, I beg.
Okay, open your mind up a little bit, and then you'll find out that you don't have to go that far before people are satisfied. Especially the older you get.
Yeah.
You
okay.
Is then that they are buying all this
when you're isn't there that man who I don't know what's his name? Is his name Charlie Boy? Did he not say his thing does not work anymore? He has to be using his tongue. So when one day when that thing stops working, what are you gonna be using?
Marriage is over now. Is his marriage not over now?
It's not over. He said he's satisfying his partner.
Having a good time
He's having a good because he's doing other things that don't require him to be penetrating, pounding. He's doing other things. He's using other things to supplement.
Don't mind him. He's only saying that because he can't do it again. Don't mind him.
Ben.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, MOP has
been a good show.
We're gonna go to MOP channel so we can.
Yes.
DT, I never even touch her. Don't laugh, Taya. Once I wanted to do a show to post on my other channel concerning Didi, but when I heard that they discovered 1,000 lubricant in his eye, I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm not going there again. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the only sex toy I recommend for you. Chi has been shouting this one since. Ring. So, Sissy, do you see this?
I do.
This is the only sex toy I recommend. And forget all those design. You only need one or two of those red ones. So depending on your size, just find the one that works for you. Then you stretch this.
What is this? A cock ring?
This one?
Yeah. What
ring.
Is this?
Huh?
You're saying cock ring for somebody that can't. Make me laugh.
Let it be cockroach.
What is this? What is this?
These are exercise bands. Which one is cock ring?
Exercise bullshit. Do you know? I was gonna say that about the guy that you said was doing push-ups and then he tried to jump on the woman. The problem was right there in front of us. Why didn't we talk about that? The guy that was doing exercise to jump on his lady.
Oh, on the video that I play?
Yeah, majority of them don't know what they're doing. The ones that are the gym rats, they don't know anything.
That guy is just crazy. The guy
women are if you're reading the stories, women are disappointed all the time by muscular guys. All the time.
Sister Chinye, this is the only sex toy we recommend. Anything outside this one is a no. This is the
What is it? I don't know what it is.
It's the ring, baby. It's the
ring for what?
It works the magic. Sissy, take time. Sissy, you're looking for trouble.
Do you know the ring that I know? I know what MOP said, the cock ring. This is not the cock ring. I don't know this sex toy. Please.
This is the red one.
Do you know the cock ring?
He doesn't know the cock ring.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the one I just recommend. You can describe any other one. Look, the kingdom of God is.
You should research the cock ring. I think your life will change.
What is this, Ben? I don't know what this is. What is it?
Check this one out. Just go buy them.
It looks like
you will make my man dump me. Don't try it, please. Really? Thank you. No, thank you. I reject it. Keep it for yourself.
It says for love. What kind of love is this?
Okay.
Are you playing?
I'm serious. I'm serious. The one you people want me to show, I will not show that one. I want you people to make heaven. But it's the same thing, MOP though.
It's the same to what?
It's the same thing. It works the same way.
What the same as what?
MOP, I don't know. I'm just recommending this. You carry your while I go MOP. You want put my yash for fry pan. MOP, take time.
Wala.
Oh my God. Don't kill me, please.
So Sissy, what are your last words? Let's just round it up because I think people should supposed to have learned one or two things here today anyway.
They should have. Absolutely. It's been a great show. Thank you for having me, Ben. I've laughed. What is that?
MOP. This is what MOP say you people should use. I'm showing you now.
No, you. It's not you people.
You will use it and your life will change.
Will use it. Your life will change.
I show you guys the one I recommended for men. That's the only sex toy you people should have. But you
what
people,
do you do with it?
you guys want the voo, 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 voo.
For the ladies
What do you do with that one? You need to explain. What do you do with it?
Yeah, please.
The one I showed you?
Yeah.
What do you put on your head? On the small
On your
head?
neck?
On your neck?
On your leg?
You know now, just give it to your madam. Your madam know where it goes.
Oh, now madam go use them. Okay.
No, na man go use them, but madam go explain to you how you go use them. You see all these criminals laughing in the comment now. Bingpe and Co. Everyone is laughing. You people,
At this point, I thought I'd seen it all. I'm confused at this point.
MOP, I don't even know how to describe what you want me to describe because I'm not. What set me up? I jump and pass, MOP. I jump and pass.
No, but seriously, Ben, what are these things? Is it resistant bands for what? For resistance of what?
It's rubber band.
For waiting.
Rubber band to
For exercise to build muscles.
You use it to tie money. Oh, MOP, I beg, I don't feel laugh, Baba.
These are the issues. This is
what
what they're selling to them. Once you don't know any better, you just start buying all kind of stuff. Jaruma got rich off of everybody.
Yeah, they introduce everything and people buy.
All they have to do is mix water with something, and they say, "Hey, take this one. It will swell. You'll be fine." For all the people that all the women that are always crying wolf on ED too.
Mm-hmm.
The cock ring might save your life too. You know,
yeah.
Don't be so close-minded. You cannot be running your mouth at the same time and it's not standing, and then you're like confused. He can't stand. He's confused. He's turned off.
That cock ring is a lifesaver for those who knows that maybe hobby is really struggling or you just need boost. And to be frank, jokes apart now, I'm not really
a sex toy though, just so you know.
I know.
Okay.
I'm not really against sex toy. I was just cracking joke there. So whatever works for you, it's fine. For me, I just know that it's gonna take a lot of explanation to get me to accept, because you have to convince me why you need it. Because I believe that if the reason you want it, it's something I can do myself. You know, come on. Why not give me that tax? Let me make it my job. Let me make it up to you, okay?
Make your job to pound on.
Not pounding. No, you want CC. CC won't let us go now if we measure pounding. CC just
unmuted.
Once you measure pounding, CC will just go.
CC. No, this is a no pounding zone. Thank you.
CC, pounding is what makes we fulfilled as African brother. If we haven't pound you, we don't believe that we did a good job. We need that pound.
No, if you add the rose and vibrator, you will not be pounding for your life. Trust me.
Especially
you'll still be the odogu in your house.
Oh, thank God. MOP. No verse, Baba. How tall do you think CC is?
CC, because I've seen her picture next to Auntie B, she's probably somewhere between 5, 8, and 10.
Are you sure you saw the picture properly?
Maybe I didn't see it properly.
I'm just 5'5".
I was shocked. CC said
5'5" is tall. I wanted to go down to 5'4" because 5'4", 5'5" is still a tall woman.
5'5" is not tall. That's just a small woman. That's average height, below average height.
That's not average for a woman.
It is in the UK. It is
in the UK.
So,
5'5" is still 5'5" is my kind of.
Auntie B is really tall, and I'm not as tall as her. I'm very small compared to her.
I think Auntie B is more like 5'8", 5'9".
Auntie B
I think she's taller. She's taller.
She's taller than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I used to think that CC is taller than Auntie B. Honestly speaking,
no, it's just my angle. It's the angles. It's the angles.
Wow! Every time when I see CC, they look. CC, this babe go tall. Oh, I didn't know that CC is 5'5". I'm really CC really shocked me today. Honestly.
Well, 5'5" is not short for a woman.
No, it's not
It's not
short.
short for a woman, but it's just normal. I'm not tall either.
Okay,
I'm
maybe
just
average.
Mm.
Average.
it's way taller. That's what I used to think. Me, I like shorty anyway. I like women that's not too tall because me myself, I'm just like, is it 5'8", 5 or 5'9" or something within that range? That's where I am. So I like portable woman, a woman you can lift during action. You lift her up, you know.
Hey, you can lift. I
Yeah.
like these actions.
If you can't lift her, you are missing. That lifting is a must. You see, I know they take and play. Action is there. If you try it once, you will know that sometimes you don't need also sex toy and everything. I'm sorry to say.
Please.
This has been a very, very interesting show. MOP is going live in about 30 minutes, and this Pop Daddy thing, I think we need just to go and laugh at MOP channel. We need to laugh. I won't laugh. I can't even bring myself to talk about it.
It's not even a laughing matter. It's very serious, actually. That one is not laughing matter at all.
It's a deep stuff.
When I hear how many lubricant, I'm like, blood of Jesus.
Yeah, to be fair.
This thing like a drink in his mansion. But anyway, we will take that discussion to MOP show. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sister Chinye, for at least bringing it hot. Sister Chinye is corrupt. This woman is very corrupt. I see all the things was.
Why do you say that?
Sister Chinwe is the one that started the ring thing, and I know what she means. Ring is bae. I'm telling you now, the only thing you need, if I have to recommend this thing for any man at all, any woman, tell your husband to go get a ring. Let him check his blood pressure. If his blood pressure is high, go see a doctor. Let them put you on a blood pressure medication. And like I said, tell your husband to tell the doctor that they should put him on calcium channel blocker. Those one will not result in ED. Once they begin combine 1, 2, 3 blood pressure medication for you as a man, you will end up with ED. So be very, very careful. And the easiest way to escape all that is stop alcohol first. Alcohol is a no-no. Right. Alcohol will literally mess you up. It go even alcohol is a depressant. It go make you. In fact, don't even do it. Just drop it. Cigarette, no. Okay, but if you are so addicted to cigarette that you say, okay, let me begin make lifestyle changes, but you see alcohol, cut that off first. Cut it off completely. Then get on blood pressure medication. Go to the gym and do 3 exercises. I will show you real quick right now from a professional standpoint, so that you don't go talk, say, you talk. Let me just hold on. I will play that video for you. So please, as I'm rounding up on my part, these are just my takeaway for you guys. Men, check your blood pressure. Make sure your doctor put you on blood pressure med. Then make sure you go for your annual checkup. If you are doing annual checkup, go. And if you are doing it twice, go for your medical checkup regularly. Let them run your labs. Let them do some tests on you. More importantly, let them check your T. Testosterone is power. If they check it and the number they are giving you, especially for those in Nigeria, I know those where they are abroad no get problem. And Nigeria na worst pass. In Nigeria, make I not even go there. But once you detect your T and your number is below 300, bro, you are in danger. You won't become useless. Be that down there, your bulla no go to work. So check that out, and then exercise that can help you to get energy to last longer. Like I said, if you live in a house with stairs, count your steps. I use mine as an example. My house has 17 steps. So if you go back and forth 10 times, that is 170 steps. Your goal is to climb the step over 200 plus. So when you do that, if you go to the gym, after you do your flexing, or maybe you walk on the treadmill or something, it's very important that you do heavy lifting. This thing bay. You don't have to lift the weight all the way above your head. No. All you have to do, there is the way you will stand and pull that lift up. You will see it in a video I will play to you now. When you carry those lifts regularly like that, all your muscles, everything will be intact. And then, if you want to give your wife bonus, then add that ring to the occasion. You go see your wife go, they give you better food. MOP. Your final word before I play this video, Baba.
Oh, Uncle Beno, good words. You brought some. I saw some of the stuff you pull up earlier too. Those are really good stuff for men that may be struggling with, that are at least willing to acknowledge that they're struggling with these things. So good one. I agree 100%. Exercise. Your body is your temple. Is the temple of the Lord. Take care of it. If you take care of that, I think that goes a long way.
Yeah.
My last word in terms of low libido, ed sex toys, just understand that all of that starts from the mind. I think too many people are engaging external solutions without assessing for what might be going on inside. Too many people. It's one of the easiest businesses to make money from. Just sell some rabbits.
MOP no spoil people market now.
I know. It's so easy to make money. All you have to do is set up something and say, hey, you put this on top of your head, you will do them better. They'll start buying like water, So yeah, that's my last words. Nice topics selection, Kupeno.
Thank you, Baba.
Yeah.
All right, CC, I want to share Man of Prestige link for those who join us today for the first time. Just click on the link and subscribe to Man of Prestige and begin to enjoy amazing content. Please listen. I know Man of Prestige is cashing cruise here. He's a marriage counselor, life coach. He will actually help you to make your relationship better. Reach out to him, listen to his tapes and everything. He has 2 free books. I bought one of the book myself, the #1 red flag. I read through it and I enjoy everything there. So please go subscribe to Man of Prestige. You see this marriage and relationship thing, no be anybody mate. You need help every now and then. Something happened this week that just passed now. Like I told you, if I have not been hearing some good words and improving on myself, how to become better husband, now it will be. So you need coaches like MOP to help. So I share the link. If you click on the link, it will take you to Man of Prestige channel, and it's going live shortly. So we're all gonna be there. Me too. You will see me there. I did house today, so no wahala. Thank you, MOP. God bless you very, very much. CC.
Yes, Beno.
Baddest sister. Bad sister. CC.
I'm a baby. I'm innocent.
CC, what's your final take?
My final take. Communication is key always. Okay, in a relationship, build it on friendship. Then that way your communication will be so much easier. Be open-minded. If your partner suggests something that may spice up the bedroom or anything, it could be anything, business idea, just be receptive, be open-minded, be willing to listen and give it a go, right? Because at the end of the day, like I said before, sex is about duty, especially in marriage. You're not always going to be in the mood. You're not always going to want to do it, but because it pleases your partner, I think it's your duty to at least try. Absolutely. And show up, right? Show up and show out for the person. And then lastly, I would say, what's my last take? What did we cover? We covered a lot of things. I mean, in terms of health and your well-being, I mean, everything starts with your well-being. So if your body is fit, I think Man of Prestige said it already, your body is your temple. So look after it, look after your mind. And then all the other things are just bonuses that you're adding onto it as well. And then with that will be a much better sex life. But African men, be open-minded. Sex toys are not a replacement for you. We still need your thing standing strong with blood flowing through it. We love it. We want it. Okay? But just sometimes you could use a little extra support. So be open-minded and, do what you can do because your woman is not going to be disappointed. So try it out before you say no. Those are my takes.
So, CC,
try it out.
God bless you.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben.
It's not easy to have a sister that can bring it 100. And Sister Chinye, Didi, everybody, Sister Olivia, thank you, everybody, for at least coming up. Hopefully, some people will watch this content and it's really going to help them. So,
oh, sorry, somebody said hygiene. That's what was missing from my mind. Hygiene, men, women, please, yes, your hygiene. That hygiene thing, is paramount for good sex life, okay, and just life in general. Make sure your hygiene is top notch. All you women, my sisters, that you'll be carrying all these talons as nails. Nah. Please reduce it. Reduce it. But that's for another show. But yeah, hygiene is top notch, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Cece. Thank you, Sister Chinye. Thank you, everybody that make today's show wonderful. Bingpe, me, my own sister. Thank you, Bingpe. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have all learned one or two things. So I'm gonna play this video, and from there I will call it a day. It's the 3 exercises a man must do if you really want to boost your sexual performances. Share the video with your husband. I will put a timestamp on the video so they can watch from wherever they want. Just as I'm leaving, let me just tell you guys, sex toy is not a bad thing. No, I'm just kidding. I just want the show to be fun. That's why I said no. Sex toy is okay, but just have conversation with your partner. And in fact, when you use it together, it's fun. A lot of people have said that it's really good that they introduce her. And thank you, Sisi. That's why I love this, Sisi. Like many of we African men, the only when we hear sex toys, what comes to our mind is Dido, the one with the big head. So we were like, what the hell? That place, na drum, you know. So it's not like that. There are so many other things that a woman can use, even you can use it with your woman, and it makes it a lot fun. Imagine if you use the rose or something with your woman and she's going crazy, and while she's losing it, you now top it up with betagbola. You go all the way in, boom. The woman go on crazy now. You know, go take you play. So I'm just kidding when I'm telling you guys that know this, know that. But I know my African brother, and like my sister Olivia rightly say, we are close-minded. Some of us, when we hear sex, we're like, Nibo, we will just say, Ashewo ni, Ashewo lomoy, spoil piki. Why do you need it? So please, it's not all about that. Anything that works, that makes your marriage fun, make it exciting, please go for it. We are in a modern world. If your religion does not accept it, have a conversation with your partner. But I don't think religion should stop you from having fun. And if it's becoming out of hand, maybe you guys need to talk to an expert so some adjustment can be made. Thank you very, very much, everybody. God bless you. Sisi, I'm so proud of you, my sister. Honey Babe was probably busy today. She go even call the laugh. If Honey Babe is on this topic today, she go, don't take laughter, finish me. All right. Thank you very, very much, everybody. Thank you. Okay, listen to this video, and I'll see you all at Man of Prestige channel. Okay, let's go and
you know what I'm talking about, and do this on a weekly basis. It's gonna help with your testosterone. It's gonna help with blood flow. Blood flow is very important, especially if you want that. You know what I'm talking about, and do this on a weekly basis. You know what I'm saying? So when you get in there, you're gonna be in there, okay? And lunges. I love lunges. I love doing reverse lunges. I just love just doing lunges. I can just feel the burn, you know. But that's very important. That you want to get the lunges in. All right, so don't forget that. Squats, man. Squats is this is like hands down. It's gonna get you all the way up. You know what I'm saying? You can do fronts. You can do back squats. So there's different variations of squats. Make sure if you got a trainer, somebody that can help you if you're unexperienced, because technique is very important. Do not sacrifice technique because you're trying to get to optimal level. You know what I'm saying? You sacrifice technique and you pull something, you ain't gonna be able to go in there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, baby, I gotta take the day off. You know what I'm saying? I messed stuff up. You know what I mean? So you don't want no setbacks, all right? Deadlifts are crucial, man. Crucial. Especially when you're in there, you're doing your little roll your boat gently down the street. If you want to perform at a higher level when it comes to sexual performance, please add the deadlifts in your repertoire, all right?
All right. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you all in the next one. My name is Uncle B, your coconut head brother. Thank you all.